Welcome back to Mik'd Up. Today is Friday, July 8th. We are just right on time. We're just a little late, a little fashionably late. Big show today. Going to be a lot of entertainment, a lot of talking about. There's not much sports going on right now. That's okay. All-Star breaks looming
soon.
For Major League Baseball.
Judge is at 30 plus.
Judge hit 30 home runs on the Grand Slam. Mik'd Up is brought to you by Sterling Automotive. Is that good? 30 homers for the break?
Is that good?
It's not bad.
Not bad.
When you project for 60 plus, it's a good season so far.
I think the Yankees are on pace to win like 120 games.
Yeah.
Right to call it right now. Do you think that they win the World Series?
No.
I don't either. That's crazy.
It's like college baseball. Like I didn't think Tennessee would win it.
Here's my thing. If the Yankees stay healthy, I think they win it, but that's a big if because the Yankees they have not stayed healthy since 2017. Is when the last time that's when the Astros beat them. That's why they were all mad because they
were healthy.
Everybody thought that if whoever won that series in 17 was going to win the World Series, and that's what happened. The Astros won. The Yankees found out the Astros were cheating. The Yankees were upset. Let's be honest about this whole.
Too?
Huh?
Weren't the Yankees
let's be honest
too?
about this whole thing. There's a lot more people that were doing similar stuff that the Astros were doing, just not to the extent of banging trash cans. People
that turned into a catch up to the rat at that point.
No doubt. But look, LSU baseball got a big commit, #1 catcher in the 2024 class. If we're staying on the honesty train, I don't expect him to step foot onto LSU's campus. He may come visit.
You mean like as a student?
He may come visit. But I don't see him stepping foot onto campus in a class or in the batter's box of Alex Block Stadium.
I
hope he does.
He might do both. I just don't think he will literally be enrolled when he doesn't.
No, not gonna be here. But
what can hope?
2024, a lot of things can happen. Maybe he has a down.
Maybe he gets hurt.
Maybe he has a down couple years. Listen, a lot of people didn't think Kevin Gosselin was going to show up. A lot of people didn't think Alex Bregman was going to show up. A lot of people didn't think Dylan Cruz was going to show up. A lot of people didn't think Jared Mitchell was going to show up. There's a lot of people that DJ LeMahieu, for one reason or another,
Gavin Guidry, please.
Something happens, they show up. So maybe you can hold out hope. I hope he comes because we haven't had a legitimate, high-profile catcher come in as a recruit like that since I think Micah Gibbs. I think because Micah was a very high prospect coming out of high school. I don't know if
was Ty a huge prospect?
I think Ty was a pretty big prospect coming out too. Those are the two.
Yeah, Micah's name was really hot.
Yeah, Ty couldn't really hit that well, but he could catch. He was a good catcher.
Yeah,
he could catch it and throw it. LSU baseball finds their recruiting coordinator.
Yeah.
Jay came on Monday, talked about how he was still in the process. He was just in Dallas trying to find a recruiting coordinator. So he was in Dallas, came back. I was like, man, maybe trying to figure out who he was finding in Dallas, and then the news breaks today that he hired the guy from Duke. So I don't know if he
could have done us a solid and been like, actually, he could have told us.
Or say he had his guy, just wouldn't say the name.
Yeah,
tease it.
Yeah, he did a great job. Obviously,
I know he was smiling when he said it. I had a feeling that he had a good day of talking to somebody.
Yeah, but is the guy from Dallas? Why was the guy in Dallas? Maybe he was recruiting in Dallas.
I had a feeling he had a hot lead.
Maybe he was recruiting in Dallas.
And he ain't done yet.
Stove's still hot.
Still hot.
He's nearing the end. He has to be nearing the end. Now listen.
He's on a hot streak though. So
he is. I think there's going to be a
never walk away from a heater.
Never
walk
away from a heater. I think there's
can't walk away today.
I think there's going to be some more infielders. I think we need some more infield depth. Obviously, you can't have enough pitchers. I don't know who's out there to go and get as far as that goes, but I think that 1 week from today.
Who else are they hot on right now?
1 week today we'll know because the draft happens.
It's not about portal guys.
Yeah. This is your expertise, right? You're the portal assistant.
The biggest name left is the kid from Air Force, the two-way guy.
He's playing Team USA right now.
Yeah, he's with Team USA. They were. Well,
they
weren't really ever hot on
and Southern Miss guy signed with Florida, which you kind of anticipated.
Yeah, that's where he's from. The Southern Miss arm.
The guy who threw against us the first game.
Right. So he's going. Their ace. He's going to Florida.
Yeah. Well, their ace was the guy
Saturday
from.
guy. He threw against LSU first.
He had the best stuff. The best stuff.
He went to Florida. That's where he's from. Everybody knew he was going back home. It was just like a hopeful. Oh, will Jay Johnson pull another rabbit out the hat to get this guy?
Right. Well, everybody thought
Tommy was going to Florida too.
Exactly.
And Jay said, "Fuck that." Watch
Right.
this.
Watch
Watch
this.
this.
Hold my club. Now watch this drive.
Now watch this drive. Hold
You
my
seen
glove.
that? You seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Step Brothers.
But
No,
watch
that's a
this
George
drive.
W. Bush.
That's a George W. Bush.
I will neutralize terrorism in the U.S.
Now watch this
Now
drive.
watch this drive.
Nailed it right down the middle.
So
Think our
what-
current?
so-
No, I'm not against that.
so
I was
Paul-
doing
We're not gonna
Paul-
get into that right now.
Ask who was the running back for the Steelers? Mendenhall.
Jerome Bettis.
No, the
Oh,
boss
Rashad Mendenhall
that thought he was.
from Illinois.
Yeah, he started tweeting out about the 9/11 attacks. He's like, "Ain't no way those planes got hot enough to melt those steel beams." And everybody's like, "Drug test this man," and he got out the league real quick.
I mean, good night.
I'm gonna keep my that comment I was gonna say.
You gonna keep you cool?
I'm gonna keep my cool.
But about the
It's
guy
tough to do in this environment.
Repeat the line.
from
Wait, I'm not supposed to say that. I don't
What?
think. That was a video. I don't think you've seen the video.
You talking about when old boy read the thing too literally? Read the
Yeah, it said repeat the line.
Yeah.
And he actually said,
repeat the line.
and the two people
From the
behind him
teleprompter?
tried not to laugh so hard.
Oh,
They
it's
were
tough.
Like, they were like, "Oh
tough.
shit, Joe. Oh shit, Joe."
Yeah, that's tough too. That happens a few times. It's okay. It's okay.
A few. He did it earlier in the speech too. He said,
Oh, I know
end-
who you're all
end-
talking about
He
now.
said end the presidency instead of end the pregnancy when he was talking about
It's
abortion.
okay.
Not a
It's
stutter.
okay.
I thought y'all were talking
I
about.
fumble over words
I
sometimes.
thought
too.
y'all were talking about the guy that took acid on 9/11 and saw it happen, and it blew his mind. And
No.
then the
have not
second,
seen that.
and then
heard
the
that.
second plane hit.
Lloyd,
he's like,
where-
"No way! I just saw this."
Where did you
again."
read this at, Lloyd?
The internet.
Did you see the video of
He
this
just
guy?
saw it. That's just
What
been,
video
that's
of
just
it?
been in
Like,
his
was there a
head
video
forever.
of this guy like videoing? Oh, I guess
2000
2021.
is-
So I mean, 2001, he didn't have a video then.
No.
But like,
That's just been
so
in
this is
Lloyd's
all.
head forever.
I mean, this is
He's
like
waiting for
that's a
somebody else to
lie,
have seen
dude.
it.
No,
How can you confirm that?
because this man posted it on the internet, and he has. Why would he lie about it? He has a.
He's on acid?
He has a.
Hey.
huge, no.
He
he's
probably
got-
thought
Hey.
he saw it.
It
He
was
probably
a-
thought this happened to him.
He was
No,
born in
no.
2003.
Look it up.
It's like the guy was born in 2003.
Everything
Hey.
in the internet is true.
It's been confirmed.
Do you
by
believe
the-
in time travel?
Absolutely.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I do. I think the Simpsons creator guy is a time traveler.
Yeah.
There's no way
Matt
they got all
Groening?
that crap right.
My God.
I mean,
you.
I would
Let's go.
love to believe that time travel is real.
You haven't seen the stories of like
You haven't
babies
seen the
that have
Simpsons
cut-
I know
parallels?
the Simpsons stuff. I do. And I've seen pictures of like people and other pictures that are like different, like new age sunglasses and like that's all can be superimposed. That's all like technology
Yeah,
now. You
that's-
can make anything happen.
Are y'all for real right now?
Absolutely. And do you consider time travel somebody that has died and come back to life
Holy
as like a
shit.
baby? Does
So
that count?
reincarnation.
Yeah. I mean,
That's not
essentially-
time travel. It's reincarnation.
Well, he was at another time and then came back into the future. He
That's
traveled.
reincarnation.
Yeah, he traveled through time. Technically.
Who says that? He said that like some guy came out and said that's actually happened.
Yeah, because it was a baby was on the ground playing with like he was obsessed with model planes. You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
Can you
he
get
was-
his face, please? Because I think this is everybody's face listening to the show right now.
Just realize this is getting airtime. Lloyd, please keep
Airtime.
talking.
Keep going. I
Please.
wanna know.
You have to keep
I told
talking.
Lloyd before. I said
We went
there's
from
not a lot of
transfer portal to time travel. in
Look,
about
I said there's
5
not a lot of
minutes.
sports talk. I need you to help. I need you to.
Wait.
This is what he. This
I'm
is
just
what he
saying,
wants.
we went from portal to time travel.
to-
in
Well,
about
this is
3
portal.
Essentially the
Technically, it's a
portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
But
going.
so
I'm curious.
this
now.
lady had a baby. This baby was oddly obsessed with like model planes at a very young age. And by the time he was like, what time were you able to talk? Like 3 or 4?
2, maybe you can
What
start saying
time
words
are
at
you
2.
able to
Yeah,
One
I
and a
don't
half,
know.
2.
1:30. I mean, usually 1:30.
Yeah, 1:30 you can talk.
I was walking and talking at 8 months.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
Look where you're at now.
I know.
Shit, I was walking and talking.
Man,
at
they
midnight,
probably
so-
got real excited. They was like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be a genius. He's gonna cure cancer."
No, I would have been a premature baby, right? If you're 8 months old. It was
It's
a
not
joke.
funny, it's premature baby, but it,
I am a funny premature baby. Anyway, so this baby is obsessed with model planes, and by the time he's able to talk, he's pointing out parts on the plane that only people that work on planes or aircrafts and engineers or pilots would know. And the mother's like, what the fuck is wrong with my child? Like, why does it know this? And it turns out that he was a pilot in like World War II, and it came back, and he had all of the same knowledge as his
So
previous life.
he said when he got old enough to talk, he
Yes.
said I was a pilot. back
Yes,
in the
and they
day."
all thought he was crazy, and then the mother was like, "Well, when he was a kid, he was knowing things about planes that
So
only."
do people believe him now?
Yes,
Is he still alive?
I have no clue.
where'd you read this at, Lloyd?
Here's my deal.
Internet.
Here's
Tiger
my deal.
droppings.
The Bible. What's the difference?
Okay, so would you rather be?
He's like, it
if
was
you get
me.
time
What are you
travel.
talking
Time travel is real, and you had to come back.
Wait, you believe time travel?
No, I would like to. I don't
Anything's possible.
think it's real, but like I would like. It'd be cool if it was.
You believe there's a fountain of youth?
Yeah, Tom Cruise. Whatever he's doing is
Here's
it.
my deal. Here's
Go
my
ahead,
question.
keep going.
Here's my question. I think I know the answer because we've all seen Back to the Future.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
So-
Thanks to our partners at Caesars, I would rob them blind.
Would you rather be from the past and come into the future so you can like whatever, or would you rather be from the future come from the past? I'd rather be from the future,
Go
come back
backwards.
so I can make a lot of money gambling. And
Right.
like, hey.
Would you?
No, I would rather
Speaking
go back to
of,
the past. I'd
If
make
you,
Amazon.
if you are a time traveler and you
don't
are
know, you
listening
don't-
to our show
yeah,
and you
that's
came
what we're
back
saying.
from the
Same
future
thing.
and you are now and you want to make a lot of money, just use our promo code MikeDUp15 at the Caesars app before you start making all your money, because I'd like to get the show to benefit from that, and then you can just go ahead and make all your money, and then you'll probably get cut off from Caesars because you've won every time.
I would
Putting it
agree
on-
too.
putting it on
So
the
wait,
poll.
time out. Now, let me ask this again.
MikeDUp15.
You can make a lot of money doing absolutely nothing that way. I do agree with that. It'd be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
you've seen Buff?
But let me ask you this: what would be more fun? What would give you more of a thrill? Look, don't get me wrong. All the money in the world is obviously that'd be great, right? But what would give you more of a thrill? From the future means you really only. I mean, if you're from the future, wait, time out. So both ways you live twice. So
I think his point is like, would you rather see all kinds of new stuff if you went to the future?
would you
I'd
rather
rather go-
understand
or
how
blow
it
your
goes
mind,
and understand
right?
and understand the life hacks and actually while no one knows?
Exactly, because that's how you can monetize that. It's all about making money, baby.
But what if? Never mind. I don't know. I see his point. Like you kind of know everything already. If
Like
you,
you
go back to
lived
the
it,
past.
all right.
Yeah, it's
boom.
boring. It's a boring life because like you don't. There's what are you looking forward to, right? Is that what you're saying?
You'd look like a
well, like-
prophet, though.
That's my point. I would like that.
You'd be the smartest guy. You know what? You'd end up being like elected president. Like I don't
You could
want
stop 9/11
any of
and
this.
stuff?
I would take
Like,
acid.
do you know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
much,
right. Like,
wait,
you'd
do
be-
you know how much
You could
money
stop
you can make
9/11
on
from
people?
happening.
Like,
Be like,
it'd be
get
one thing
that
to come back
motherfucker.
and be able to bet on, and
You'd have to
know-
lose some on purpose.
Yeah, but then going back and now being
You'd have
like,
to lose some on purpose.
hey, look, seeing the turn of something, and be like, hey, look, I'm just telling you, this is where this thing's going. I just got a good feeling.
You can start
And then in a
Amazon
year,
before
so it
Bezos.
happens.
Cavs and 7.
Or you go to Bezos.
Down
LeBron's
3-1.
here. Hey, LeBron's here, man. I swear, 7 years, about 7 years. That's what it's
gonna
gonna
be
take for
good.
LeBron to finally win one.
Yeah. He's gonna have to go to the Heat.
Or you go.
Pat
or you
Riley's gonna
go.
get
Kelly,
his
he
ass.
can stay there his whole career.
He's gonna go to the
I can
Heat.
tell
Why?
you
They
that
don't
right
have
now.
anybody. Just wait. They find people.
That
Or
Dwayne
you
Wade's gonna
go-
be pretty
well,
good.
you'd be the
Yeah.
Simpsons. That's be your guy. Or you go to Bezos, or you go to Elon Musk, and you get these guys from or the guy from, if you're back, depending on what your time, Nike or like Phil Knight, and you say, you get them at a very young age, you make a bunch of money gambling, so you have money, and you go invest. And you say,
Absolutely.
hey, I believe in your idea. This is going to work. Let's
You
do
own most of
this.
the
I'll
company.
be your best. So I'm going to own some of this company, and then you do all the work, and I'll make all the money.
Okay, the caveat I think that needs to be inserted into this is you're not prepared for the time travel. Is that clear? Like you can't go back and study who won the Super Bowl from this,
No,
this,
right,
this,
I know.
and if they covered the spread or any of those things. So you'd have to go like a lot of people say, "Oh, I'd go back and I'd invent the iPhone." It's like,
You don't have to
brother,
invent the
you
iPhone.
don't know how to invent the iPhone,
Usually
or
the
you would have
iPhone's a
done
thing.
it.
Yeah. You don't get a playbook to come with
But
you.
that's
You
what
just
I'm
go
saying.
only off of here.
Whatever's
Yeah,
up
yeah,
here.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You go and you know the big things that happened, so you bet them, and you make the money, and you know the big people
That
who
are
know how to
coming.
do it, and you go and you invest in them because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to make Amazon work. Like I don't know. I'm not.
Dude, did you go into and knock on Jeff Bezos, his little garage door when he's just looking like a
With
sad
the little
sack of
marker
shit?
sign on
and
the
you're like,
side.
bro, I believe in you. And he's like, why? He's like, here.
Like you live in Louisiana
Give
now.
me.
I don't say you live in Louisiana now. Like we don't know where he lives at. Like, but just to say before
He's in
it ever-
Silicon Valley.
My point
Yeah.
now, I'm talking about before it kicked off. You just say, you know what? I'm gonna book this whole flight. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna find Jeff's house. I'm knocking on his door and I'm gonna be like, hey man, you got it.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what you have the
it
it
is.
factor.
But you got it.
And you know what? You and your wife are gonna make a whole bunch of money, and like you're probably
they're
not
gonna
gonna
get
make it.
divorced.
And bro, you're gonna cheat on her. Don't
Probably
do
not
it.
gonna make it. That's okay.
And then she's gonna date a
That's
school
okay,
teacher.
though.
You're gonna
Y'all
make
both
so
gonna be very
much money.
successful.
Okay, wait. How about the school teacher she's dating now? What a bag he acquired, huh?
How does that happen?
Oh.
Big
Their
kids go to that
Johnson.
school.
Oh, but do you think that she was already?
I'm just
Okay,
thinking
first of all,
I'm
those
just
school
thinking of
teachers, the
things-
teachers that go to that teach at those like very high profile rich schools, like they make money.
Yeah, but not
Bezos money.
I mean, not
half of
nobody
Bezos
makes
money.
Bezos
She
money.
automatically became the top 5 richest woman in the world.
She's
within
giving away all
one
of it.
day.
Almost. Not all of it. She's giving away a lot of it.
I'm
to
sure
charity.
that guy was like, hey, stop
Well, you
giving
give
that
away a
money
lot of
away.
400 billion. I'm sure you still have a lot.
Okay, we are a sports show. I do like this though. We're gonna get back to this.
Look up the asset on 9/11.
How much do you think Lloyd would bet if he had Bezos' money?
Oh boy.
I mean, did you see that
speaking
Portnoy
of,
bet?
You see what Portnoy? I
Yeah.
mean, 20K is a small bet for him.
Yeah.
But if he hits that parlay,
If
he
he's
wins
put-
what?
if he's
400,000? Is what it said? 300 something.
311. So if
350.
he hits that, he can do that same bet 15 more times. Only got to hit one more to do
You
it
got to
again.
hit one.
So only got to hit one more.
Don't walk away from a heater.
Damn.
So boom, I hit this, do it again. All right,
Do you
15
think-
more times I get to do this.
That's his like 18 parlay, like unit play. I wonder what he puts on like a one game.
I've seen he's posted before. He's
Hey,
bet
the
like
odds
he's
are
bet
wild.
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hey,
on
the
it.
odds on that were wild, but that really wasn't that crazy of a bet either.
There's a couple in there. The Pirates winning is not going to work.
Which who was
They haven't been
the
bad
I
this
Pirates
think
year.
playing
I
who,
think
though?
that's what he said, right?
But
The
it-
Pirates.
Go back. Let me
Yeah,
see.
it was like
Who was it again? Let me see.
I got it.
Pirates
Y'all
were definitely
talk.
one of them.
We're talking about baseball, big league baseball.
It was
Pirates beating the Brewers, right? On the road.
I just don't see that happening.
Pirates, Giants, Athletics.
Then you got
And the Athletics are winning too. He has the Athletics winning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this in.
but he has the Athletics winning because Houston is literally traveling across country.
Yeah, but who are they pitching?
I don't know. I didn't look at it. I didn't
That's
look
tough.
at the
Look, that's why the
That's
odds.
why the odds are what they are.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna put 20K on it, but I will put $2 on
You're
it.
gonna take it?
Yeah, why not? Press can get hot.
Hey, heading into the last week before the All-Star break, travel cross country, like I can see him slipping up on day one. I can see it. You're just at home.
Because everybody would feel foolish if it hits, and we know this right now, and we don't bet it.
Oh, this is the last weekend.
Yeah.
All-Star breaks on Sunday.
Yeah, All-Star break's coming.
Boy, let me tell you all this. The two most fun, obviously, unless you're a playoff team, unless
No,
you're
not this Sunday. I think next Sunday.
no. I'm
thought it was
bulling.
like
I
the
think it's.
18th.
I think the All-Star is the 15th. Oh,
the
maybe
18th.
you're right. Maybe you're right.
Something
Maybe
like
you're right.
that.
Maybe you're right.
But still, like you're going to
Let's
that
see.
last
Let's
stretch.
see. Let's look at the schedule. Let's look at the schedule. Sorry, we're a sports show. We should know this. Schedule. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Someone else find it. I don't have time
All-Star
to do it.
game is on.
Hey Siri, when is the
Tuesday,
Major League
July
Baseball
19th.
All-Star
Okay,
game?
so next week, not this coming week.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks. The 19th. We just got it.
I don't know the Astros schedule, but maybe this is their last.
Okay, you
road
said
trip.
Siri, and she started talking to me on my computer.
They lesbians. No, mine's a guy. I changed him to like it's a man's voice.
Oh, really?
So they get a little
Nice.
relationship.
There you go.
But love is love if they wanted to.
But what I was saying is, unless you're unless you are a playoff team about to make the playoffs or in the playoffs, and you're about to get ready for the playoffs, two of the most exciting days in professional baseball are the Sunday of the All-Star break, because that's always a day game,
Yep.
right? So you finish, you got your shit packed.
No. Well, yes. Obviously, in the big leagues, it doesn't matter, but you would much rather be at home.
Right. Much rather be at home, but if in the big leagues, like, it doesn't matter because you're gonna get on a flight anyway and you're going home, right? But you finish the game, your shit is packed. You're already on the road. If you're on the road, your bag's already packed. 'Cause that's gonna be getaway day no matter what. If you're at home, you have your stuff. You don't have to pack everything that you're on the road with. You get in there, game's over. Everybody is like, you almost feel like it's the end of the season. Everybody's like, hey, have a good All-Star break. Flight to your home, flight to vacation, flight to wherever you're going.
Wherever your destination
Right
is.
after, everybody's so giddy because it's like, damn, this was a grind. All-Star break, 4 days off. Let's do this thing. Great. Come back, like you're refreshed. You come back, you go finish the season strong. Last day of the season, same thing. Every game, a day game. You're not in the playoffs. Shit's packed up. Usually, if you're a veteran, you're a starter, you probably aren't playing unless you have a numbers to go get. Like, unless you're trying to hit a homer or have a couple hits to get something. Not playing, kick up the feet. Hey, I'm ready to go. It's been a long year. Let me get out of here, and you go home, and like that is like an exciting day. And a lot of guys will leave from that to go home. At 17, me, Jacoby Jones, Shane Green, Drew Verhagen in Minnesota, had our stuff packed. I already shipped my car home. Got in the thing, said, hey, you know what? This is probably a week and a half before the season. It's like, let's go to LA. Right after the season, Let's just fly to LA, Airbnb, Hollywood Hills, badass house, overlooking everything. Let's do it. Got it. Flew there. It's great. It's great. It's great. Good times.
The All-Star
15
game.
flew to the Bahamas. Met Renato and them out there. It was great.
Living. Lloyd, the All-Star game it's a very, very funny dynamic. The guys that are locks right now, especially if they've done it a couple times right now are acting like, I don't want to do this. They do. They do. The guys that are borderline guys are like, man, I'd like to be able to book this flight somewhere and know something, acting like they really don't want to be there. They kind of do. The guys that are literally, whether they're good enough or not, haven't had a good enough season, they're all, I can't wait to go home right now.
Mm-hmm.
But probably they'd rather be an All-Star right now.
Right.
Everyone's acting like they don't want to be any part of this thing right now.
Right.
Unless you have something in your contract that's like
Best
All-Star,
case-
kick in 180K.
Right,
exactly.
Kick in
Best-
$2 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Best case scenario for like, now obviously like if you've never made the All-Star team, like that's great. But like you don't
Except
get
for
the
maybe
break.
the first time.
Yeah, you don't get the break.
Yeah.
Right? That's the only problem with the All-Star game. But like the best case scenario is you're a starting pitcher, you've made the All-Star team, and you're starting on Sunday or Saturday, and you're like, well,
Day before.
I'm an
good.
All-Star. I can't do anything. I can't pitch. I got nothing to do.
good.
I'll go, especially if it's in a good city. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'll go to the All-Star game. I can't do anything, so you're gonna have to get a replacement for me. But I'm still there. I'm gonna enjoy the festivities. I'm gonna get to party. I'm gonna go to all the parties. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna be probably drunk during the game, and because I don't have to do anything.
I'm going
'cause
to
I
have
already
these
pitched.
sunglasses on that are never going
And
to
I'm
come
just
off.
gonna have a good time. It's gonna be great. And that's,
Yeah.
but you know, your first time making the All-Star team is awesome, but then it's exhausting. I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never made the All-Star team in the big leagues, but like I would imagine.
Same kind of weekend, though.
Huh?
Like, same type of weekend.
Yeah, but like I would imagine, like talking to people who just made it, like on the phone, all of your friends and family are gonna want to go. So like you gotta find the tickets and get all the stuff. Like that's great. I want them all, but that's That's hard to do.
Yeah.
It's exhausting, and you know what? It costs money. You don't get free tickets in the big leagues.
Best case
They're not.
scenario is being able to make it in your own home ballpark.
Yeah, I mean,
Best case scenario. You don't have to travel. You already know everyone's setting up everything. Like that's the best case.
And the reason why I bring up the All-Star game is because it's 2 weeks away, and two guys made the All-Star team that one in particular, I'm like, how did he make the team? That's Albert Pujols.
It's his
It
last
was an
year.
honorary.
He
thing.
has this announced this last year.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Before the season started.
Oh, I thought he said that it could. He didn't know if it was gonna be his last year. He said it's
No,
it's
he
for
said
sure.
this was it.
Never mind. I thought he was gonna try to get to 700.
Or
I,
maybe did Mickey announce it was his last year?
He's gonna play out his contract. I don't know if this is last year of his deal or not, but like, dude, All-Star game is a hard thing to make, and there's a lot.
I
of
don't
guys
think they
that-
should be in the All-Star game. I think they should be part of the festivities.
Yeah, no doubt. But you can't just say you're an All-Star.
Yeah. Like this.
Fernando Tatis is a leading vote getter. He hadn't played a game this year.
He's not gonna be. He can't.
Well, I know he can't play.
And that's the other thing. That's the other issue with the All-Star game is like, you can't. Fan votes are great because you want the fans involved, but I mean fan bases are going to be able to control who makes the All-Star team based off of no merit. Like Fernando Tatis Jr. has no merit to
Yeah.
make the team. He's not played.
I mean,
He's a very good player,
Just
but
the
he's
thought of this, the whole fan vote thing. Just the thought of this. If we would literally went off of the like a consensus of population, well, it's already an unfair because these higher populated cities are gonna have more fan votes.
No doubt.
Like it just off a sense of that,
And
it's
the
like,
fans
wow, how
vote
is
for
this even a thing?
starters. That's the problem.
Right. It'd be different if they did it like the NBA. I think who does it like one person kind of like you put out like a roster and they get to pick like one roster spot
The
to the
team,
fan
the people
vote.
who should vote for
It
the
should be
All-Star
the-
game
it should be the
the
players.
players and the coaches,
Yeah,
not the writers.
yeah.
But you don't think the players would do some of the same thing that the
No,
fans are doing, where
there's
they're
always-
like, "Fuck that!" Like,
No, there's always going to be
like
a
Lance
bias.
Lynn's grabbing his crotch at me 15 times. Like, I'm not voting for him to
There's
be an
always
all-star.
going to be a bias, but they have like most players are going to vote on guys who are good.
Yeah.
Like who probably have earned it. And I don't know. Regardless, like I'm happy for Albert for making it. Great. I don't think he should. I think he should be part of the festivities. Miggy made it. Miggy's hitting 300 this year. He only has 4 homers. Now here's the rule in the All-Star games in the big leagues. I don't know. It may be like that in all sports. There has to be one representative from each team. Has to.
It's not like that in all sports. That's why basketball is so hard to make it.
Oh, is it not like that in all sports?
I'm pretty positive it's not like that. in
So
basketball.
baseball, every team has to have one representative in the All-Star game.
I thought the Braves didn't they have all 11 make the All-Star team last year? Was that the Braves?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. There's no
There's no
I mean,
limit.
they had-
there's
they
no
had a
limit.
bid,
But every team
But
has
every
to
team
have
has to have at least one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they had a good bid, but it wasn't 11.
But like, so my whole thing was maybe Miggy is the only guy on the team that's even like has in contention for making. I thought maybe Alex Lane was going to sneak in and make the All-Star team.
Oh, you're saying that they're so bad that they.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, right. Like they don't have like the worst offense in the league, and they have some good arms.
Hobby's not having a good year.
No, he's getting a little bit better, but
He
like
didn't want to be there.
they have some good relievers. And they have some starters that have been throwing pretty well. But you'd have to say, okay, am I going to put the starter in over all the other starters in the American League that should be? Probably not. Am I going to put Alex Lang, who is having an unbelievable season, but he's a reliever. He's not like an 8th or 9th inning guy.
Yeah.
He's not a closer, really. Are we going to put him in because his numbers are good, or are we going to put in a closer who has 20 saves for the All-Star break and you know what I mean? So like that's the issue. So that's probably why Miggy made it. Obviously, part of his name being Miggy, and he's got 3,000 hits.
Where
and
is the
whole
All-Star
deal.
game?
Is it?
It's in LA this year.
Yeah.
Dwyer Stadium.
They're gonna have some pretty fun parties, I'd assume.
I would
I
imagine.
remember one year, like, the whole Royals
Take the under.
team made it.
Everybody's gonna be hungover.
Yeah, yeah, and East Coast guys going West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time in LA for probably some of them.
They announced the home run derby. People, yep.
Not yet.
Do y'all remember that year after the Royals won the World Series that fan hacked the voting and had, like, their whole starting
Maybe
lineup
that's
with
what I was
starters?
thinking of. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
You don't remember that?
It was
they had
awesome.
to, like, redo the voting because, like, the Kansas City guy hacked it and had all 9 starters being the Royals.
Damn.
Our high school did that.
And they ended up, like, almost all making it. They just weren't starters in the
Yeah,
voting.
so they had 11. It was in Kansas City, and they had 11
Royals. On
Royals in the starting lineup for the Kansas City All-Star game at Kansas City.
Oh wow.
All you do
Yeah.
is set
It was
up.
like the year after they won the World Series.
Yeah, you set up a macro on like a bunch of computers, and like the mouse will literally move, vote, refresh the page, and move. You don't have to be there. We did it in high school when we had Battle of the Bands. I was in the band. I was on the football team.
Oh, you were in the band?
No, I wasn't. I was on the team. But
Oh.
I had friends in the band. But the caveat is what makes it funny. We didn't have a real band. We had 5 guys that loved to smoke pot and play the drums. And so, like, all these other schools had, like, real legitimate bands,
course.
and it was for the, whatever the news is, at KALB, I think, in Alexandria. And they were like, it is a 98% win for Menard's band, and they had to, like, interview them and talk to these guys as 5 people, and it was fucking hilarious. We had an Asian transfer student that came in and was like, why don't y'all just do this? And we're like, what the fuck did you just do to that computer, dude? And he did it on all the library computers, and the teacher's like, yeah, dude, this is awesome. And it ran for a week, and they just like dominated the voting. It was unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it was awesome.
I got kicked out of the band in 5th grade before I even made the band.
I got kicked out of music class.
Only reason I wanted to be in the band is because they took really cool field trips.
Where?
And all my friends were gonna do it. Like they went to DC, they went to California.
To
I think.
perform or like,
Yeah.
What were you gonna do?
And so like you had to go and do the lessons, and like majority of I guess trombone is like the easiest instrument for somebody to like
Fake play.
or whatever. And so everybody got put in the trombone, and so like I show up in the thing, and my music teacher said, "Get out. You're not
She
doing this."
knew?
I'm like, "What do you mean? You're not serious about this?" "Yeah, I want to play in the band. I want to do this." "Get out of here. You're not doing it. You're not
What
gonna put
grade
the
were you
time-
in?
You're not gonna put the time in.
11th.
You're doing this." I was like, "Well, I want to do it." I was like, "All my friends are in here. Like, let me do it." Nope,
second
didn't do it.
semester of my senior year.
Didn't do it. A lot of my
Wait,
friends.
what?
A lot of my friends had their first makeouts on that trip. So it's
No
bullshit.
doubt.
Bullshit.
Your junior year?
So you know,
Yeah. Oh, junior year of college.
Yeah. Oh wait. So how did they get in and you didn't? They just beat you to the punch?
They beat me to the punch. I think she saw.
so
she
you
saw
wanted,
a
so you
trend
wanted to be in the band and go tongue tackling. That's what you tell me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
to try it out. See what happens.
You ain't even gonna bring the reed to keep the instrument away, huh?
Coach, I didn't even know what a reed was. I didn't even know what a trombone was until I saw it in the
I'm just
music
trying to
class.
trombone.
You look like a
Yes.
tuba guy.
Saxophone. Saxophone would have been
Yeah.
sick. Saxophone would have been sick.
Xylophone.
Or like the violin. I don't think we had a
Lord, you
violin.
strike me as a clarinet guy.
That's absolutely.
Flute.
Any skin
I
flute.
wasn't expecting to play the flute today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
Piccolo.
Oh,
Told you. Great
God.
show today. Great show today. Great show today.
Wait, what grade were y'all really in?
The cymbals.
For what?
What grade were y'all in?
5th
Twirling
grade.
them shit.
Oh, fifth?
was
Oh,
fifth
they were
grade.
letting y'all do that in 5th grade?
What?
Like travel across the country?
I thought you were talking about the makeout.
It may not.
session.
Maybe
No,
not.
you can't stop
California.
that.
It was like San Antonio. San Antonio may have been a trip. I think they took.
Oh man.
Like,
Yeah. Oh.
You know, well, I mean, still, like when you're
Yeah.
in 5th grade, like getting out, like you not missing school for 5 days to go do something. That's really cool.
Yeah, we went to DC in eighth
So did we. 8th grade trip. We
Eighth
did
grade trip.
in
Yeah.
DC too.
Yeah, that was when it was tongue tackling season.
Yeah,
Hit
yeah.
stick.
On the plane,
Tongue
holding hands.
tackling.
and,
We
like,
took
the
a
blanket.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
remember any
we
of
took a
that.
bus.
Oh, we took a plane.
Well, I mean, look at Lafayette money.
Y'all took one bus?
Yeah,
Bus.
a bus.
How many kids y'all had?
Probably 20.
Oh,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It was a wild time. though.
Yellow
Learned
school
a lot
bus or a
about it.
charter bus?
Charter bus. We broke the bank coach.
going a little like, and not even the full size school bus.
I wish you'd have said yellow school bus. That'd be
Yeah,
so great.
take the short one.
The short bus.
I did. I don't know. There's only one person on there.
Oh my god, that'd
Um,
be great.
But yeah, the move was find the girl with the blanket. You know what she knew. We're mind melding. I know what you want, and I know what you're trying to do.
What
Right?
does she want?
What did she want?
I think to hold
What
hands.
were you trying to
To
do?
hold hands.
Hold hands. Play Game Boy.
Teacher showed up and said, "Hands above the blankets."
Hands up, sir.
No, they made every boy stand up.
Well, that's not fair.
The whole ride to DC?
Boner check.
You had to stand the whole time?
Back to sports for a little bit. Just for a little bit. We're gonna get derailed a little bit again, just because, like I said, there's not much. We can talk about NBA Summer League.
We're allowed to get derailed.
Tyler Houston had a great game last night. The Summer League. I know people don't really watch the Summer League, care much about it unless you're like a diehard basketball fan.
He started the game with a poster. I mean, like
They
10
moved the
10
Summer League
seconds
out of
in,
Vegas,
poster.
man. That's a sad day for the NBA.
It's probably better for
I
the
guarantee you.
players.
Yeah, no,
Probably
it's
for
way
the
better for the
players.
players. All those players that used to take all the visits there just to sit in Vegas and be
I'm supporting my team.
they're all mad now.
There was a question in the chat, and it's probably a little bit of an
Nice to
age-old
sit down,
question. Can if you want. Boner check.
Huh?
They did it on the bus. They made us stand up.
Oh.
But it's a question that's been asked before, and they were wondering why we didn't. I guess we had Scott Woodward on, and they wanted us to ask him, but we're not going to do that. When will there be changes to Alex Box Stadium?
Rumor is that Jay has all the changes that he wants. Like he knows what he wants, and I think they're in talks about doing some things. I wouldn't be surprised if some things were changed by next year. I don't know. That's not been confirmed to me at all. But just based off of the conversations that I've had with people close to the program, there are some things that need to be changed. My question to the chat.
Rumor is they're gonna allow him to play neck for every homer next year.
Yeah. I thought they were going to play the game backwards.
I think part of the changes would be the bullpens going behind the fence.
That'd be
Thank
great.
God. Take them off the field, which would be great.
How? Where'd you put them?
Put it in
They're gonna have
the
to build.
gaps. You put it
Yeah.
in the gaps.
Well, like,
next
and
to
they,
the
I
left-
think
like
they're
left and center
talking
field
about
gaps?
Yeah.
changing some of the bleachers in the outfield,
that or
and doing something to make it more fan friendly. But I don't know for a fact, huh? Oh. But I don't know for a fact. I don't know when that's going to happen. I just know that Jay has some things in mind that he wants to do that needs to be done. I agree. I think that the stadium is very nice and it's great and our facilities are awesome. But they need to do something to make it more fan friendly and make it more enticing
More fan
to
interaction.
the younger fan.
Yeah, a little more
I
interaction.
love fans. I love our fans. But it's gotten a little. It's the youth
I
of
think
the
in
fan
every-
base has gone away. There's no
Well,
young
I think
fans
in everything
anymore.
that you do when you lose the youth is when you lose a
The
good
energy.
fan. You use energy, yeah. You
It's
use
not as-
and
That's
not just
what
the
I-
energy at there, like the buzz about being able to
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
the game. All of that. When you lose the youth, is kind of how that
That's what happened with
becomes
basketball.
something dying out.
Right, like you look at Ole Miss. We don't have anything like the right field in Ole Miss where you have all the students go. And it's something that like every weekend on a big game, that's where they want to go because they're going to go out there, they're going to drink, they're going to have fun, they're going to party, they're going to feel
And they
like
get
it's
to be
kind of a
kids.
football game
Yeah, they get to be
atmosphere.
kids.
Yeah, and we don't really have that at LSU.
I mean,
And
we
I-
have it. It's just security's fucking assholes. Don't let us be it.
Well, that's why you kind of got to put it in a
Yeah,
spot
from
slash
experience?
in a way.
Yeah, from experience.
Well, that's why you got to kind of
the
put it.
opener this year was amazing. I don't know if y'all went in the
I
opener.
couldn't
this
imagine
year.
Jack popping off at a baseball
the
game.
opener,
Jack's not intense. Jack doesn't get upset about anything.
No way. He's not fired up.
the opener was
Cut off.
The opener was awesome.
Swing at that.
But about the third or fourth inning, security starts kicking people out for heckling the right fielder. It's like, well, what are we supposed to do out here?
Yeah.
So you got kicked out for saying what?
I didn't get kicked out.
But I'm with you. Like there needs to be
But
something.
I left because my friend got kicked out. Yeah.
There
It
needs
just-
to be something that changed that.
No, it needs to be like, hey, look, you have to be able to.
Well, I'll tell you what they need to stop doing is selling regular tickets in the right field bleachers. If they're going to have the students
Literally,
out there,
what I'm saying, it needs to be where you, in the right kind of way, you seclude the student section to where it's already known, bro. Like some wild shit's coming from over there.
Yeah, that's
but
okay.
We won't,
That's
but
the
we won't
problem.
have, 7-year-olds mixed in there.
See, that was the problem. Is like they have the students like they have the bleachers or student section, half the bleachers are regular tickets.
Yeah.
So when stuff starts getting rowdy, they almost
Yeah.
have to tell them to shut up or kick them out.
Yeah,
because
because
there's a
if
bunch
you,
of kids right
well,
there.
because
next
if
to
you
them.
don't, what's gonna happen is you let it go, and by the 7th inning, there will be 6 emails to the school president already saying that we heard this and that. And that's what's gonna happen.
No, I think that they need to do that. I think they need to make it to where the fans feel like they're involved in the game. Right now, it just feels like you're so far away.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if they put some sort of student section. I can't put the full student section, but if that student section here gets overfilled, put them down the bullpen.
I mean, I'll be honest
Well,
with
the
you.
bullpen's not gonna be on the field anymore.
Well,
so
I'll
that'll
be honest
out.
with you. You have so much room in foul territory. Like, you really don't have to move the bullpen. You could literally fence that area in to where it's not part of foul territory anymore.
Yeah, true.
You could. I'm not saying that's the best way to do it, but like
True.
it could be done that way.
Yeah, they're gonna do something.
Kind
I
of like
think,
Southern Miss.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, but there needs to be something to
I wanted
change.
to look like ECU.
Huh?
That was electric. ECU.
ECU is junk.
Well, you know why? You know why ECU's electric. You know how that turned into what it is. So when Cliff Godwin was here, when he got the ECU job, his first order of business was, I want to build the atmosphere here like it was at Old Alex Box.
Yeah.
That's what I want to copy. I want the fans to be on top of you. I want the fans to be in your face. I want them to be rowdy and fun, and that's what he did.
They're
and brought
quite literally
there.
hanging on the outfield
Literally.
wall.
They are.
I think they could catch fly balls if the
Oh,
outfielder
yeah.
lost
And
it.
because the wall's short too, like when the guys go back there and like hit a home run, they're eye
Hey,
to eye with
and here's the
people on
deal,
wall.
dude. When you're in the outfield and you got a short wall and the fans are right behind you, feel that shit. You
Yeah.
know it. You feel like, damn, I know, like, this guy may grab my hat off my head. Like, you feel that they're right
I've
next
always
to you.
loved the thought of like doing that. I think that should be in like a lot of parks. Like even if you have to say if you don't put it 330 down the line, say you put it 340 down the line. But if you make it a short fence to where like if I get close to the fence, hey, they're right there. And I got like
Yep.
it just brings more to the game.
Yeah.
Man. It just does.
Would you say if it's a home game and a fan?
Whoa.
Whoa, no.
What was that?
That was me. I took
Boner check,
the
I
handle.
Oh,
handle
Hey, like,
popped.
or like just the thought of like every baseball field, unless you got a monster, bro, a 10-foot fence, a 12-foot fence. Listen, everybody can't dunk. Like, I want to see a ball rob, so at least just give me 8 foot.
Right.
Like, I want to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, 10-foot fence is like, come on, man. There's like 2 dudes that's going to play in this field that might be able to jump and get it.
Right.
I don't want to see
I
that.
was wondering if you thought if there's a home fan or anybody that goes into the field to play and like kind of robs it over the fence, that
Yeah.
should count as a home run. Like instead of fan interference, like they should be a part of the game a little bit. They can knock it out of his glove.
No.
It happens anyway.
No.
Yeah, but then you can't do that.
No.
Trying to
Because
make the
imagine-
What do you,
experience
imagine
better.
Lloyd,
that
what do you think this is?
happened, how-
Basketball?
You think it's the bananas?
Strike out.
You think it's Savannah Bananas? Hell.
They got in a real brawl the other night.
Yeah,
Was
they
it
did.
was it real though?
It did.
I saw the video, but was it real?
It felt
I didn't
like
see
was
it. What
real.
happened?
It was,
They slid into the catcher's leg, like back to the pitcher.
I saw it, but I don't
turns
think
from
it
the
was-
plate. He
Savannah
went-
Bananas slid into the catch leg. They slid into the
Savannah Banana
other
slid
team
into the
slid-
party, or was it the other way
I
around?
was
think
the other way
I think
around.
they slid into the bananas guy.
Yeah, but
He
this-
like went to the catcher like turned to go to first and he slid into his back leg.
And then he stood up, and the catcher was like on top of him, and he dropped him. And then everybody sprinted out the dugout. It kind of seemed real. I would say
Yeah, because I think
for
I think during the summer it's less of a gimmick and more of like a college summer league team.
I'll just say this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll just say
Okay.
this. The Harlem Globetrotters got it to where everything looked real too. So
I know, well, I was
no,
gonna
I
say.
see. I think during the summer it's a college summer league team. When it's not the summer, they do the whole gimmick.
Yeah, because you
thing.
haven't really seen a lot of posts from him. Like,
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I never
if
watched
if
them
it's
play.
that, then I'd believe it. Yeah. But
never
then if
watched
it's that,
them
it's
play.
still not the same
But
thing.
I would imagine if they would have like run out there and then like it was a fake fight, they would have all like done a dance to get like a secret.
The only
dance.
reason I think it was fake is because for as many guys that got on the field and
Nobody
got to
touched
each
each
other,
other. Yeah.
it broke up really quick and there was
Right.
nothing else going on after. That's the only
Yeah.
reason why I'm like, I don't know if that was real.
Oh.
Because it never usually happens that way.
Yeah,
Talk-
somebody touched somebody.
Yeah, it was kind of fishy.
Just grab him. Just
Grab
hold me back. Hold me back.
Ah,
Untuck somebody's shirt or something.
yeah.
talking about atmospheres, right? And it
We have the
is
same problem in the PMAC. for
July
basketball.
8th. It is the same problem.
Yeah.
And
Student section stuff behind the damn
Will Wade
goal.
was on the verge of fixing that. Hopefully McMahon can fix that.
Get the
I
rats.
don't know if they'll be able to. I don't
Get
know
the
if they'll
rats
be
out
able
of
to
there.
fix it until they redo the PMAC.
Well,
honestly.
that was what he was trying to do. Was
Because they
trying to
have
redo
so
it.
many season ticket holders that are behind the bench
Yeah.
that you would make unhappy that they're just not going to do that.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, though. Well, not the deal with that. Well, I was saying we're talking about atmospheres. We're talking about energy and all this stuff. It's July 8th. In 2 months, LSU opens the season
Yep.
in New Orleans against Florida State.
I was
At the
looking
Superdome.
date yesterday. We have like our semester.
Too much
start-
exactly?
Our semester.
Well, it's the 8th. It's the 4th. It's
The 4th is the game. So
Yeah.
our semester starts on the 22nd. We have 2 weeks of class into the game. That 2 weeks of class, I'm not doing anything. I'm just counting down to football.
Guy is
Yeah.
gonna literally sleep at Tigerland.
No doubt.
Like, you're telling me I only have 2 weeks before football starts?
Hey, I tell you
Yeah.
what, this is all. I don't care where you're at. Like, you could be in the grind of a major league season.
Oh,
right
dude.
now. I
Well,
just heard him today say, 10 days until training camp opens for the NFL. I'm like,
Hey.
oh, it's here.
July 30th hits. Mock drafts in the NFL
No.
are running. Actually, probably when
30th?
training camp starts.
Bro, as soon as they come back from the break, this is gonna be nothing but
Bro, rampant. Like all they do.
That's
mock
all dudes are
drafts,
doing.
Set up the
Read
fantasy
stuff,
team. Who's
rampant,
gonna sign up?
Watching ESPN.
You got to draft a couple weeks after training camp. Let those ACL
Oh no, you got to
tears
draft
happen.
right before.
No.
the
You
season.
got to draft it
Yeah.
as late as possible.
Yeah. No
doubt.
Life
You
hack:
get,
if
like-
you're not really good or haven't really done, or you're kind of new to fantasy football, if you're starting one this year, your draft has to be as late as possible.
Because
Has to be.
Until the season
every single year you have like Saquon or Michael Thomas, somebody
Yeah.
pop their ACL in training camp, and you're like, oh,
No
well, I
doubt.
drafted that guy first.
That's the common thing a lot of people do. They'll start a draft. Oh, let's have this draft. We need to draft about 2 weeks before you have your team picked, and next thing you know, there's 6 injuries and guys that are out for the season within those 2
100%.
weeks.
But what I was saying is the game is on the 4th, so less than 2 months away, I guess. And Florida State has already they got allotted 30,000 tickets to the game, sold out, right? Now I think the Superdome holds
70 something.
70,000, 70-something
I
thousand.
think a little bit north of 70.
Well, here's the deal. The Superdome. Oh, thank you. It's very nice of you. The Superdome
Yeah.
is no longer the Mercedes Superdome.
Yeah.
It is
Caesars.
Caesar Superdome.
There you go.
Our
Get as many
friends,
tickets as we want.
Caesar Sportsbook, is our partners, our friends. They are being so kind as to give us
Very kind.
4 tickets in the club level plaza to give away to that game. Now, I just told you Florida State has sold out all 30,000 of their tickets. You have to imagine first game of the season in New Orleans. There's not going to be tickets very much. They're very readily available.
I'm about to say, I'd imagine we'd at least have 30 there, so there you go.
So there's 10,000, and you'd imagine there's not going to be tickets. Like I would imagine
There isn't gonna be.
There's probably sold out now. To
There's
be
not
honest.
going to be.
And I mean, you can go on Ticketmaster, you can go on on SeatGeek and all these places, and you can go and bid for these tickets, and you can play a super upcharge, or you can watch our show and you can subscribe. Now we don't know the details of the giveaway yet. I'm just giving you a little tease of what's to come.
Yeah.
We have 4 tickets to give away, and we're not starting the giveaway now.
Me.
Yes.
I'd like to ticket.
Oh, you would like some tickets?
Yeah.
I would like some tickets too.
All right.
Now we're not going to be able
That's
to
2,
accept the
3,
tickets.
4 oh.
But we are going to give them away. We don't know how the giveaway is going to happen, but we are going to, and it's something that I would hope everybody would like to participate in, because this is a real thing.
It's for
It's
you.
happening.
It's for you.
So
Did we
Little
come
tease.
up with maybe you signed up with Mik'd 15 screenshot? We picked 4 from the people that signed up using the promo code.
we briefly talked about it. That's kind of how we talked about doing that golf tournament thing. But we have to nail it down. It's the thing that we're learning on the fly with the shows and the giveaways and the promotions is like you have to make sure you're organized with the giveaway and how you're going to do it, so that you do it and you promote it and you do it for a little while so that people can build up. People get it, and then we have a pool of people to draw from, but you have to be consistent with how
You promote it.
Make
Make
and
a
so
graphic, scan a QR code, sign in.
exactly. It seems like it's going to be something along those lines.
Yeah.
So I would think that you have to be a subscriber to the show too, right? Like, duh.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that's going on. Like, we're gonna post a lot about it. We're gonna tweet a lot about it. We're gonna talk a lot about it on here.
If you never watch a minute of the show, I would imagine that subscribing yourself to the show just for the chance to win these tickets is worth it, right? I mean,
Worth it.
Why wouldn't you do
Worth
it?
it. And maybe, I don't know if they're gonna let us do that. So maybe we say, okay, 2 tickets go somewhere, 2 tickets go somewhere else, or we give all 4 tickets together. I don't know. I think we're probably gonna give all 4 together.
I would think you would go. It'd be 4 strangers sitting together, but they all have something in common.
No, you can't
which
do
is
individual
mic'd up.
tickets.
Yeah.
You can't do
No,
individual.
you can't do that.
You either do 2 and 2 or 4, and you either say, okay, we're gonna do 2 one way and 2 the other way, or you do all 4 the same way.
Yeah.
Hey, we're talking through. If you have ideas, throw them in the chat. Maybe we'll
Absolutely.
take your idea.
They did put an idea in the chat where they said a fantasy football league, but it would be
Too late.
That would be for next year. They want to do an 8-team fantasy football league.
Ooh, they
winner.
want to join our 8. Can't do 8 teams.
No.
Gotta have 12.
Can't do 8.
Gotta have 12.
We're
8
not about to
teams
have
amateur.
literally the monsters on every team.
8
It's
team is
not.
amateur hour. You got 12 teams is the limit, the
8
minimum
teams?
teams that I play, because you actually have to pay attention.
Yeah.
You have to be in the waiver wire. You have to make trades.
You mess
Like,
around with 8 teams and you'll have week 6 Aaron Rodgers sitting on your waiver wire. Like, why is he there?
Hey, here's the deal.
Sounds awesome. I don't have to pay
No,
attention to
Hey,
no,
Jack
hell
shit.
no. Hell
You
no.
go try to make a trade with Jared. You make a trade with Jared. Jared is going to give you a presentation on why
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
his
of
guys
course.
are going to help your team out.
Of course, bro. Listen, I firmly believe in every trade. If you draft correctly, you have the pieces, right? If you're the other team and you are struggling, you can't be trading me your guy. I don't want your guy for a guy. How's that helping my team?
If somebody's
I'm trying to
asking-
give you pieces that could boom. You give me a guy. I think it's a pretty fair trade.
If somebody comes to me for a trade because they want somebody on my team, I didn't ask you for anything. Like it's an automatic decline no matter what.
My problem with fantasy football.
I've never accepted a trade in my however many years of playing fantasy
Have you won?
football. Yeah, back-to-back champion this year.
How many teams in the league?
One.
Oh, good.
How many
night.
teams in the league?
10 or 12. 10, I think.
Yeah, I don't have as much respect for you for 12. If it's 12, I have a lot of respect. 10, I can give you a
That's
little
it,
credit.
check
8, no
fantasy.
credit at all.
No, it's a fraternity league. It should be
10 or
12.
plus.
Yeah,
Give
I
me
will say
12.
12.
But give me 12.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
but so for me, I have a
check.
very I'm very prideful in my draft, and I always
Me
think
too.
I
I am
draft
too.
very well. And I do draft well, but the problem is I get unlucky sometimes, and
the
these
same way.
guys get hurt or whatever, and so like I hold on to them, and I don't want to trade them, and I don't want to do this stuff. I'm like, well, probably should, but I don't want to. People want them, but I don't get enough back to like validate me trading them.
That's
my
what
issue.
I'm saying. I have just an automatic no if somebody sends me a trade and they're like, I want something that you have, and I had no interest in ever getting rid
Here's
of
the
it.
deal. I've subscribed to fantasy football websites like where I can put the trade things in. Like they
I
all
do too.
stink too.
Yeah, I
they
do
all
too.
stink too. I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
See,
I
and the
agree.
people that I'm not a big
I
fantasy
wouldn't try to
football
trade some. I
talk
wouldn't try
about
to
it guy.
absolutely
Me either,
scheme at
me either,
someone.
me either. But this is just part of it.
But the people that go through the rigors of all of that, like they listen to fantasy football podcasts in their car.
I don't do that.
But I respect them to a degree if you win. If you do all of that and you come in like 6th or 7th in the league, it's like you didn't retain any of this information.
Here's the
I
deal.
guess.
Here's the deal. Let me tell you my worst. The most range of the highest range of emotions I've ever had in fantasy football. And like I said, this will probably be the last thing we talk about fantasy football because we're not there yet. When you're in the big leagues, I mean, you saw the fight that happened between Tommy Pham and Doc
Still, yeah,
Peterson,
it's still going on.
right? Like the buy-in was how much did they say the buy-in was?
I think like 10,000 or
it
something.
was
Yeah, I
10.
thought it was 10K.
And then the loser had to pay another whatever. So like, think about that: 12-team league, 10,000. That's $120,000 pot. So you're making like cash, right? So the first major
Not
league,
taxed.
not taxed.
yeah.
The first major league fantasy football league I was in, it was a $2,000 buy-in, and I was like, obviously I was like rookie, and like, but I was like, I got asked to be in. I was like, yeah, I'm in. I can't say no. I'm in. Right? Like.
Because once you say no, you're never in again.
Right. It's like I'm in. Start off, have a great draft. We go now. The draft, that's a whole nother story. Like,
Do y'all get together?
do we get together?
You got to, man.
Okay, so
If at all possible, gotta have.
I think this is an off-air story.
I don't think so. Not today.
No, I think it's an off-air story. But it's the draft location that we had at this one draft that I had in 2017 was amazing. We had people so distracted at this area that they missed a couple picks, and they got auto-drafted. Being there, okay? So.
Oh, I know what happened.
Okay, so anyway, I get I make this team. I start off the season 4-0, blowing people out of the water, right? And I'm like, and I draft the team. After I drafted, everybody's like, damn, I think you got the best team. I'm like, yeah, I think I got the best team too. Like, I'm going to win. I'm going to win this $20,000 that I'm about to just put this right back in my pocket. 4-0, lose the fifth game on like, by a point or two. I'm like, okay, it's whatever, fluky. I proceed to lose my next 6 games, right? In the midst of
Wait,
that
so is it
6 game.
7 straight or 6 straight?
6 straight. In the midst of that 6-game losing streak, I lost my number 1 and number 2 running backs. I lost my number 1 receiver, and I lost my tight end. I'm like,
oh, you out of there.
So then I'm trying to make.
Start sending Hail Mary trades.
So then I'm making these trades, and
and
none of the trades, every trade that I traded, every trade that I made,
Yeah.
the guy that I traded put up 30 points the next week, and then the other guys struggled for 2 weeks, and then I'm like, well, now it's over. I'm out.
He literally just told you why he don't make trades. That's literally.
I had to. I had nobody
No,
left.
Since then, this is why he don't make trades now.
You get burned once, and then there's people.
I was. And
He was struggling. He tried to get the pieces. The pieces never was out. I know
people are
why.
trading these pieces like, oh,
And
man.
you know
And then Mikey,
what's going on here.
They had a separate group text like, dude, Mikey's a sucker. Like, you can get whatever you want from him right now. He's down.
I know what's going on here.
So-
he didn't tell this part of the story.
So, Jordan Zimmerman, the pitcher, in the league was probably had the most money, like made the most money. He had a $100 million deal, whatever. Awesome guy. He was not playing very well. I mean, his team was not playing very well. Sure enough, this is the way it always works. The richest guy ends up winning. So he ends up getting on the streak, goes all the way to the finals, wins the money. I'm like, what are you going to do at $20,000? You already have $120 million. What do you need $20,000 for?
100. Oh yeah, $20,000.
Yeah, I was like, and then I got mad that he won. I'm like, there's no reason for me to get mad. And then I had to like, talk myself off the ledge. Like, why am I mad at him? I like Jordan. And I like Zim. Whatever. He's great. But
I'm gonna clip it before you said that last part.
Tag him.
Yeah.
he'll respond to me. He's awesome.
You would get mad. Oh, so, you're gonna win the money. Like, I need it. Like, we're all major leaguers here.
I was a rookie, bro. Actually, at the time, I was not a rookie. But I didn't have a deal. I have a multi-year deal. Making
$20K
millions.
gonna win a long way. You could have missed a couple draft picks.
I
with
wasn't
20K.
locked, guaranteed.
But back to what I was saying. That Florida State LSU game is gonna be electric in New Orleans. Can't wait for it.
What would you pick the score to be right now?
I mean, come on.
38.
I don't even know who's the star for us yet.
Yeah, come on. That's
do you know the
that's
starter
your
for
way
Florida
too
State?
early ass.
Who is the star for Florida State?
I don't know either.
38-21 LSU.
I like that score. I do like that score, actually.
All right, I'm in.
No, I'm
Actually,
not saying that, but like that seems like 38, maybe a lot, but yeah, I like that.
Oh, Jordan Travis is back. He's good.
Oh, dude, 38-21, no doubt. Jordan Travis can run for sure.
Mhm.
Can't sling the thing. Can't throw the shit out of it.
Can't sling the thing. I like that.
Can't sling the thing. Can't do that.
Can't sling the thing.
I feel like we
And
talked
Mike
about this
Norvell's on the
before,
hot seat.
but-
He's gonna have to coach his ass off.
I feel like we talked about this before. You just said you don't know who's going to be a starter. If you had to guess today, who would it be? My guess is Nussmeier, but
If like today, if the season started tomorrow,
yeah.
I think if the season
Well,
started
no,
tomorrow.
no.
Damn,
Like,
Travis
who do you
played
think is going to
pretty
be the starting
good.
quarterback
Huh?
on September 4th?
Oh, here we go. He's gonna talk himself into Florida State being good.
No, the numbers are better than I thought. 10 games, 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns, 6 picks, 530 yards rushing, and 7 tugs on the ground.
What does that mean?
1,600 yards passing.
But he had 500 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah, that's what he does. He runs. He's a running
Yeah,
back.
How many
I'm saying,
games?
Put it all together, 10.
You know whose brother that is, huh?
Yeah.
Devin Travis's brother.
Who's that?
Who
Played in the
apparently
big
got
leagues
the
with us.
height in the family.
He's not tall, I don't think. I think he's short.
No, he's taller. Devin's like 5'6".
Yeah, yeah. Devin's like probably like 5.
He's not
5'8",
5'6". If
5'9".
he ever watches this, I'm just playing.
But-
But he ain't tall. This kid's actually taller. Like,
Yeah,
I thi-
taller. But I don't think he's tall.
How
Maybe-
tall is he?
Yeah, how
Look it
tall
up.
is he?
Yeah. I don't know much about the guy. Let me see.
1,600 yards is not.
No,
great.
it's not a lot.
What's
Not a
he
lot.
listed at?
6'1".
Okay. Okay.
Kind of short family.
I mean,
I went to the doctor the other day.
Devin ain't
6'2".
Hey, you heard me? Devin
It's
ain't
like, I
6
feel
foot.
good about myself. No,
No.
not 6 feet.
Oh, a registered doctor 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm 5'7" on the nose. It feels right. I always said 5'6", but I think I'm 5'7".
Let's go 5'7".
Let's go 5'7". 5'6" is short.
5'7" sounds better.
Yeah.
Round up to 6 foot.
I don't need the height.
I think you're taller than Tyler Hanover. Hanover was 5'6".
Yeah, but he had juice. Like, he could swing it. He had, like, I bet he had, like, big forearms.
Yeah.
He was a little meaty guy.
His freshman year, he was hitting balls off the scoreboard.
He was.
But yeah, I think 1,600 yards is not anything to like go home. Like what? The bats.
Oh, it's the bats.
It's the bats. The juice bats. Those
Juiced.
the
Bats.
what's the other, what are those called? Composites.
Composites.
Composites, yeah.
Blue and orange.
Those are the white and blue ones that year.
Ooh.
That was, it was that blue one. That blue one. Apparently that one was
Every time that ball,
Metallic blue one?
the one that sounded like a tennis racket.
yeah,
after.
every time that ball would go doom, I thought it was dead, so I
Me
was
too.
throwing it out.
I hated composites because of the
And
sound.
so I never used a
I
composite.
just
because of
remember
that.
being in 2009. I just remember being at Georgia and at Mississippi State. We played,
Oh my
and
God.
I remember the game at Mississippi State, and Lewis was on the mound. This is like one of the 2 times in the year he got hit hard, and the dudes were hitting balls and it would doom off the bat. And I'm like in right field, I'm watching. I'm like, this shit ain't gonna stop. It's going to keep going.
The balls would come off the bat, like, because they not only would they die, they would dent.
Yeah.
And so, like, you'd have a flat, almost like a flat side to the bat. And there'd be balls hit to me in center field that were coming at me this way, and all of a sudden it would be a slider.
Yeah.
It would take off.
It'd
and
take
still
off
go
like legit.
420 feet.
If you stood behind the turtle and watched people take BP, they hit balls in gaps, and then all of a sudden they go. You're like, what the fuck?
Oh, wind's blowing.
Yeah, crazy. I like the 38-21 pick. I don't know if 38. I don't know if we scored. I don't know how. I don't think they're gonna score all that much.
Not to score. Like
Yeah,
with any of the
but-
quarterbacks, we have so many weapons.
I
even
do.
in
I
the
agree
run
with you.
game.
Now going back to your question about if I had to pick a quarterback right now.
No,
to
no,
start.
not like if it started tomorrow. Because if it started tomorrow, then it'd
Miles
probably
Brennan.
be Brennan just because he's the most experienced
Yes.
guy. But who do you think on September 4th, after a full fall camp, is going to be the best guy?
I said Nussmeier. I think Nussmeier has a real legitimate chance to start. I really do.
I do too.
I think it's nuts just because like if you mix Jaden and Miles, it's nuts.
I
Like,
think
if
it's
you
gonna-
mix the 2 play styles, he does the best of both worlds.
I
And
want to
his
see. I
leadership
want to see what
seems to be
happens
better.
when they start like actual real practice.
Yeah.
Like when everything's installed,
Yeah.
and now we're prepping. Like we have game prep for Florida State. Like we are ready to go to play against Florida State. Like everybody's here. We've been conditioning all summer. Now we have 2 days. Like I want to see who takes that step of like, hey, I have control of the offense. I have control of the huddle. I understand what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to go, and I can make all the throws necessary.
Yeah.
See, I, think,
I have a feeling that Brian Kelly is going to start the season with not.
Miles Brennan.
He's going to start. Well, I don't want to say Miles Brennan, but he's going to start. The guy who proves to him that he has full control of the offense and is going to make the least amount of mistakes early on. That's who he's going to start the season off with.
See, I
Now, I'm not
think-
saying that's going to be Miles Brennan or not, but that's how in the past, in the quarterbacks he's had, that's what he's valued. Is a guy who
but
can
see,
run
the
the
way
offense.
he's running in the past is not necessarily the upside guy. It's the more quote unquote professional guy.
Well, I think, from my, like, when I watched the spring game, I was looking at not really just, like, the throws and stuff, but, like, Nuss seemed to, like, have the leadership factor and the
I agree.
control of the whole
I think
team.
he has the higher upside of honestly all 3 of them.
Well, I'm not even talking about his skill. I'm
No,
talking
he's
about,
talking
like
about respect of
personality.
the
Like,
huddle
and,
like,
people-
in the huddle,
No, I get
on
that.
the
No, but
sideline.
I consider that.
Like, he looked like he was,
Yeah.
like, it looked like it was his squad.
I consider that
and the
part
other
of
two
the
were just
upside.
there.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like the team rallying around you, like want to fight for you, like the Joe Burrow effect. Obviously, I'm not saying he's going to be Joe Burrow, but
No,
like,
but just like this is the guy.
Yeah,
that
this is
should
our
be
guy.
playing.
We're
he
gonna
walks
go to
around,
war
like,
for him,
even
with
on
him.
campus, like he walks around, he's the guy.
yeah.
Like
Well,
in
dude,
his
he's
head,
been around
he's
that
the guy.
lifestyle for his whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Just have to be sold separately.
yeah, like he knows it. He feels it. He's been groomed to have that personality.
And he's also seen good quarterbacks how they carry themselves
Right.
inside the locker room, outside the locker room. He's like, that's how I should do it.
Yeah, and I what I liked the most about what I saw. Now, look, Miles Brennan played fine.
But it took him and Jaden a little longer to get going than Nuss did.
And this is what I know. And I've said
I mean,
this
we're just
before.
analyzing the spring game. Like we'll see.
Right.
in
The
the
caveat is
fall, but-
always that it's a spring game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're playing shell coverage. They're
Yeah.
not doing a lot of stuff on defense.
Yeah.
You're not really
Very
doing a lot of
base
stuff on
defenses
offense. It's
running
very
around.
basic. It's just basic stuff. It's just to have some competition. But what I did see was, if you remember last year, Nussmeier struggled with underneath routes. his whole thing when he came in, he was always looking for the big play. He was always like trying to be electric. He was trying to throw the ball downfield. He was kind of got happy feet, moved out the pocket, did all the stuff, right? Try to make the big play, which I get it. What I saw in the spring game is he was getting the ball from the snap, in his drop, hit his drop, knew exactly where he was going, and he was making accurate throws underneath to where the receiver could catch it and run.
Taking his guarantees.
Exactly. Making the right throw and not and not taking the chances every time. Exactly. And so I get it. Caveat is it's a spring game. But to see a guy, hey, you know what, I'm accurate with the underneath routes, like with the athletes you have at receiver and the offensive line that we're anticipating having, you want to be able to throw, no matter where you throw the football, you want to be able to throw it to where the guy can catch it and run.
Yeah. And
it seemed like that's what he was doing.
The whole timeline of like what he looked like against Arkansas to the spring game, just how quick that turnaround was.
God, what a debacle that one was.
Yeah,
debacle.
Just like how quick that
was a
turnaround
winnable
was.
Game. You should have won that game.
Yeah, you should have won that game. You should have.
And I love Nuss, and I think Nuss can be great, but like Nuss should not have been in that game.
But now,
whole time.
that might turn out being the best thing they could have done for him.
For sure.
I think it was a little bit of kind of.
I think it was O trying to tell everybody to shut the hell up.
Yeah, I think the voices got very loud,
No doubt.
and then O knew it didn't matter to him. I'm not going to be here next year. It was just like, let's see, maybe I can create a spark here. I can win a couple games.
Here's my thing. If you're going to do that, let him play the rest of the year.
Right, but then
you can't. You want to redshirt him. I know. I get that.
Then I think it came from on high.
But that's my point, though. Like that's.
But I didn't think he knew that was going to happen.
But that's why it was a debacle.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And Max Johnson isn't bad.
No, Max Johnson would have won that game. Honestly.
My take was
he would have won that game.
See, my take was Max would have beat Arkansas, but Nuss would have beat Bama if he threw him in the second half. Because Max missed some throws that Max usually doesn't miss.
I don't think he was ready.
Well, that was the whole. He might not have been, but that was the whole thing of why he played the Arkansas games. Because everybody said you should have threw him in against Bama when Max couldn't complete a pass second half.
I heard,
Max was hurt.
And he was, but from what I heard, O lost the game because O took the play calling away from Pete's. Pete's wanted to throw the ball around, first drive of the game, that touchdown pass, the whole deal. What was the first drive? Early in the game, when we had the touchdown pass.
They were up 7-0. 7-0. Yeah, I think they got to stop it and got to score.
Right. And it was like, it looked good. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
Pete's first 15 every year were unbelievable.
Right, but then so what happened? From what I heard was he was getting berated over the headset and said, don't you ever effing call another play again. Or another pass play again. Like that. Whatever. Like, we're running the ball. I'm like, well, not going to win.
You scored a touchdown.
Did you not watch the Les Miles, Eric? You're not going to win the game by running the football against Alabama. It's not going to happen.
Did you watch your whole 2019 offense?
Anyway, that was what I heard, but I don't know.
Well, I remember the original rumor was that Nussmeier's dad called O and told him, like, after the Bama game, like, but that wasn't true. They said that because the rumor was O thought he wanted a red shirt. After the Bama game, dad calls him. He could have got put in the game. He doesn't need his red shirt, and that was all false.
That was a debacle.
Yeah, that was a mess.
Look, a lot of debacles.
But
you're locked into the Women's Summer League, huh?
Yeah. That's
I was trying to figure out what it is.
It's an AAU tournament championship.
Okay. Short corner.
Jesus, Lloyd, show some respect over there.
But like what we were talking about was like the
Run for Roses Arkansas Classic. What are you talking about? I bet on this game. I have the under in the first half.
Oh my goodness.
But what we were talking about was like from the whole debacle of Arkansas to the spring game, just that improvement. How much better is he going to be when fall camp comes around than by the end of fall camp if he's improving at that
I agree.
rate?
I think that's why I think he has the highest upside because he comes from a quarterback coach, right? Like he comes from a quarterback offensive family. Like he understands how to play the position. You just need to have the experience of seeing the speed of it in front of you. That's why I think he's
maybe the Arkansas game is good for him this year.
No doubt. You know who I don't think is going to be very good? Actually, I think he's going to be better next year than he was this past year because of the team he's on is Bo Nix. Because Bo Nix is not.
He might not even be the starter.
Where did he go?
Oregon. No, he's going to be the starter.
He's going to be the starter.
And I think he will be good because of the level of competition.
Well, and
the way he wants to play.
Exactly. I mean, you saw what he did against LSU. Like,
imagine if they were just a little bit slower. Like,
There's a lot more wide open spaces too there. So
yeah. Right. Like
if they scheme it up, I think he might be decent there.
No doubt. He'll have a good year. Speaking of Oregon, he'll get a chance. He won't play in the NFL, but he'll get a chance.
Huh?
He might get a
yeah.
chance to
I
play
agree.
another position.
No, he's too small.
I don't think he's fast
A
enough.
little slot receiver,
I don't think. Oh,
Julian Edelman?
a little element piece.
maybe. I don't know how good he is.
I don't know how good his hands are. But
Yeah.
his feet look real good against LSU last year.
That was unbelievable.
Can he run around?
But Dante Moore goes to Oregon. Nobody expected Dante Moore to come here. Maybe some people, if they
Maybe
did.
a little bit ago, but recently it's all been
If
Oregon.
they thought they were coming here, then you just have
Where's
the
that kid
purple and
from?
gold glasses.
Wait,
he's
where
from
did
up north.
did that commitment pop yet?
He's moved it back to 6. It was.
oh, Miami coming in with the
look at
bag.
him.
A little
Just
OT
fiddling.
maybe?
Well, no, he didn't move it back. Somebody had said it was at
5:30.
5:30. Now he came out and said it's at 7 Eastern to 6.
or
from-
Miami moved in
we're
with
his
it,
favorite.
dropped the
You think we
bag.
get Ricky Collins?
I think so. I think by the end of it, I don't think it's gonna be anything like soon. It's a long process till December though.
I'm interested to see what they do. But I had this conversation a little bit with my brother. Is it used to be imperative to, like the old way of thinking was to grab a quarterback in every class. Every year
I
you
don't
had
think
to.
you need that.
I don't think you need it anymore because of the transfer portal. You were able to go find somebody instead of taking a guy just to take a guy. And then with the way that LSU scholarship limitations are set up, like if you think about it, Ricky Collins, what is he going to do?
What's best for Ricky is probably not to come to LSU.
That's what I think he sees the
But
writing on the wall.
I think he's good enough to play at LSU. I
know,
don't
but
think,
is he gonna wait
like,
3
He's not gonna
years?
beat out Walker or anybody.
Right.
He's not gonna
Right.
sit here for 3
Right.
years.
But he can go to Purdue, start for 2 years, wait for Walker to leave, then transfer back to LSU.
No doubt.
That's what I think
Wants
is
to.
probably what he wants to do.
And
I'm
that's
sure
okay.
he wants to play at
and that's
LSU.
and that's okay.
That's fine.
That's okay.
As long as you always find your way back home.
As long as you have a
Miley
quarterback
Cyrus.
that's in line to play
Like
2
now.
years, I think you're good.
Yeah, that
Nussmeier, hopefully he does well, gets drafted. Walker gets drafted, and you need to get. Then that's it'd be nice to have it for all four.
Well,
no doubt.
Nuss
But,
has another year after this one. You know that, right?
Yeah, it'll be.
Like
Well,
it
Walker
would be,
gets
it would be,
redshirted.
it would be Nuss.
I know, but he can leave after his redshirt sophomore year.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, my point is like he's a redshirt freshman. You play a freshman, then you play your sophomore year.
Then he's out.
Yeah, but that would be.
Or you play your
that'd
redshirt
be-
sophomore year, redshirt junior year, and you're out.
But that
you
would
don't
be 2
necessarily.
years of Walker sitting, is what you're saying.
I know. I mean,
Very
but,
optimistic.
But that could happen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
my point is, if you're a redshirt freshman and you play as a redshirt sophomore and you play well, all right, you go back as you're not leaving as a senior. Like, you can still play. Like, you're 4 years if you graduated and you go.
You'll probably get best case scenario. You get 2 years of Walker Howard.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Best
That's what I'm
case?
saying. Not best case.
He just
Best
said-
case is
he just
best.
said best case.
Best case would be not best case. Best. I mean, that would be best case because that means Nussmeier's good enough to play until he gets drafted. But
Or he's not, and Brennan.
or he's
plays
not,
this year,
and Brennan plays, and Nussmeier transfers, and then Walker plays for 3 years, and he's that
or
good.
2,
That would be great.
or 2 if he left after his junior year.
Now you're really in a debacle because you need a quarterback.
Well, I mean, you have other years of draft and portal.
Portal.
I don't know. We'll
If
see.
they're playing that well to where 2 quarterbacks left early,
We're good.
I don't think you'll be having a hard time
Yeah.
finding a quarterback in the portal.
Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
And they said the what class is this year? 2023.
Also, your Jeremiah Hughes is your favorite committed.
I'm excited about Jeremiah.
Oh, he
Hughes.
actually
Yeah, he's
committed?
good.
You told me off air. You seemed like you weren't excited about him.
I said you should be excited.
No, that's not what you said.
I said it's
That's
your
not
type
what you
of
said at
guy.
all.
But hey, Bishop Gorburn's a big time school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, home of.
Tate Martell.
Johnny Field.
Yes,
A lot of people.
A lot.
A lot of people.
It is a factory there.
it's a factory.
Yeah, legit.
But he looked-
That's
he-
what
at that-
UCLA's quarterback went.
Grew up in Arkansas. He said his dream was always go to LSU. You want that? That
Want
can't
that.
count for that. You know what I mean? Like you can't like that the want
Are
to
you
be
mad that
there.
he's not an in-state guy?
No, I'm not mad about that at all. I think
He's mad that he's a 3-star.
I'm not mad that I think he's gonna. I think he's better than the 3-star.
He's gonna be a 4-star like in a month.
What?
To hell with the stars.
This is
Show
my
up.
okay.
That's not- I
first-
don't believe in stars.
Yeah. Oh
Show
my
up and-
God.
I don't.
Are you? What was the quote like a couple weeks ago?
Oh,
a
want
2-star in
Just-
Louisiana is a
just make
4-star
just
everywhere
make sure
else.
you
That's what, that means I don't believe in stars.
Just make sure when you cut this to where you just have Lloyd just blasting the recruiting process, and then
And then cut
I
it.
And
believe in
then
stars.
I wish you'd had some B-roll before the show, and was making fun of me because they said this is my guy because he's a 3-star, and now he's talking about how
I don't believe in stars. He's gonna be a 4-star like in a month.
Lloyd's a politician. Lloyd plays to the crowd. Gets on camera, says something completely different.
Lloyd knows where every fence is, and he has a leg dangling.
No
on both
doubt.
sides.
No doubt. But I think this guy's gonna be good.
Tries to
Read
move it.
read
He's a
the
big
line.
he's a
backs.
big move the line guy. So
Repeat the line.
You move the line. You got to shuffle the line to cut the line.
There it is.
End quote. Repeat the line.
But I do think it's going to be good. It's the 2024 cat from Jonesboro Hodge.
The linebacker.
The linebacker.
Yeah, he's
I
nice.
told. That's what I said. He's not going to be a 3-star.
No.
For much longer.
He had 220 tackles his sophomore year.
No. Think about. Look, my example is like Jack Besh ended up being a 4-star recruit.
How many tackles had he? How many games did you play in high school?
Like I'm saying, who
Around
they
10.
playing?
I mean, I think
Does
regular season.
Does this man
10.
make every tackle on the year?
Yeah, he did.
212 tackles
Regular
in
season? I
1
think
year.
it's 10 games.
They had 10 games, bro. Like, what are you
21
talking about?
tackles a
20
year.
tackles a game.
And 20 tackles a game.
The other teams are only probably running 40 plays.
I think Jonesboro Hodge is 2A.
I think so.
So-
Wait, who was the last guy that came from Jonah? Was it Richard Murphy?
No, wrong one.
Who was the other one?
Do you
There was
know?
2 running backs. You know him. He's Charles Scott.
There you go.
Charles Scott.
Could you imagine him at Jid? We played Jonesboro Hodge in the playoffs.
But they were both from the same area, right?
Richard
No,
Murphy
where's
went to-
Where's
Where did Murph go?
They didn't
Where did
have
Murph
Charles
go?
Scott.
Murphy went from up north.
I
North
scored in that
Louisiana.
game.
Rayville.
That's how bad they were.
Yeah, I think that's.
Rayville, right?
I think that's right. I think that's right.
Who?
Richard Murphy.
Oh.
Hey,
Hey, let me tell
So
you
you're
what.
talking about spring game MVP.
I know exactly where you're going with. You go ahead. You say
He's,
it.
Let me
he's
tell you
so
what.
good.
No. Let me tell you what. You want to talk about specimen of a human? Still to this day.
Biggest arms I've ever seen.
Bro, this man had
actually,
the biggest. Him and Eric Reed had biceps. I'm like, bro, what are those?
Hey, Eric Reed
Why
came
do
in
they
the year
look
after
like
me.
that?
Eric Reed's arms
I
went
saw
down to
Eric-
his ankles, and
I
his
saw
biceps
Eric
were the
Reed-
size of my
Richard
head.
Murphy-
I
Same
saw
way.
Eric Reed scratch his calf standing straight up.
And biology major.
No lean. Just straight up.
Richard Murphy probably did the same thing. They jogged that man out, and I was like,
The
oh,
only
running back.
the only
Okay.
other guy, only other running back, especially that came through LSU that may have been able to compete with Richard Murphy's arms was Michael Ford. Michael
he was
Ford
a
had
rush.
some big biceps. But Michael Ford had like the big biceps. He didn't have like the cut up forearms. Richard Murphy, I don't think had 1 ounce of fat on him.
Yeah, Richard Murphy, his biceps are bigger than his waist.
Yeah,
I think his waist is the size of this Bill Second stop right here.
Dude, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It was
Looks like an alien.
all LSU biceps. LaRon Landry.
No shit.
PEDs.
So I started laughing.
Four
LaRon
times the
Landry,
NFL got popped.
LaRon Landry, Richard Murphy, Michael Ford, Eric Reed.
Eric Reed.
There you go. That's the Mount Rushmore of it right there.
No
Dude, he was
Fournette?
unbelievable.
Huh?
Hey,
Little Leonard?
and Richard
No,
Murphy.
Leonard was
like
just
that.
he was just
He's
large.
massive.
Yeah, man.
Hey, did y'all see that video?
Yes,
Yeah,
of all 4 of them running, he looks like he's a
looks
D
like
tackle.
linebacker.
Keeping up with him.
I'm
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ,
he's
dude!
huge.
You don't even look like you don't even look
There's
like
a
running
video
back.
of
The one
Jamar
is-
Chase, Leonard Fournette, and 2 other guys like all on
I think
different.
Jefferson was one of them.
All
It was,
on, they were all on
DeAndre
treadmills.
DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre
was one.
Swift,
Yeah.
And
all on
Leonard.
treadmills training.
He literally has the shirt and shorts he has on is the size of that drape
Oh,
right
he's
there.
big right
Bro, but he looks like
And, but he is moving,
he's moving. He's keeping up with him.
and he was giggling too. So I mean,
now. Yeah, he always laughs.
The clip of him running over that Ole Miss safety popped up on my feed
did.
today.
Dude, he's
He had, I think, 9 carries for.
He had 235 yards and 16 carries.
Hey, listen, when a man
3 touchdowns.
when you ball headed, before you even enter college, you just know you a problem already. That's already a business decision, tackling or getting tackled by whoever that is. Because he's
ball
already
headed with
ball-headed.
the Kimbo slice beard.
Oh,
like,
he got a
whoa.
full beard and ball head. Oh shit, he's 37. What did you want me to do? Can't play against this.
That guy he trucked was a freshman that year, too.
Hey.
Welcome to
Freshman.
the league.
Five
Bro,
star.
he messed that dude up.
Yeah, his.
Messed him
Dude,
up.
you knew it was bad. Like, his feet are up, and like he
There's a
couldn't bring him
tombstone
down,
on the
like,
field
he's just
still
sitting there.
right there for him.
Dude, and that guy looked at him. He's like, I gotta make a business decision. He's like, I can't not.
He
And
tried
he's
to.
like-
He should have just tried to untie his shoes.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he
he was
tried
like-
to go low.
What
Somebody
Somebody
should've went
Yeah,
lower.
yeah, somebody said
Yeah.
the lower man wins, except for when it's Leonard Fournette.
No, he should have went lower. He didn't go low enough.
And then, like, when you get to the Auburn game,
Yeah,
they
the
started
Auburn
jumping,
game.
just jump on his back. Like, I'm
Throwing
not getting
people
run
off his
over
back.
anymore.
Yeah, you need to see.
How
that
did we
video.
get to
It is
this?
impressive.
How did we get to
Richard
this?
Murphy.
Biceps.
Yeah.
and
How did we
asset
get to
Leonard Fournette.
how did we get to that?
Where
Because you
people
asked
are
about
from.
Jonesboro Hodge.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Did you see the story?
How do we get to anything we talk about?
That's true.
I was about to say, I got to.
That's what makes the show so great.
Yeah.
You just never know where it's gonna go.
Speaking of bald-headed men that are
Bald-headed
older,
babies.
but my story is about a baby got into his dad's testosterone gel,
Oh, good lord.
Oh God.
and it said it started to. He's growing rapidly. His pubic hair at 2 years old.
That's,
It is. I saw it
Lord, where'd you see this at?
on the news.
the news of the internet.
The news. It was on the.
Did you see that smile? He was lying. He was.
No, I'm not.
It was
I'm
the
pulling it up
internet.
Pull it
again.
up.
On the internet.
But they said it's a problem. They said the baby has a hog, because like it's starting to like
God.
grow up at an
You
incredible
can't walk.
rate.
It's just dragging.
Yeah,
Couldn't wait to say that.
but they said he's
That's
like
what he
the
really
weight
wanted
of
to
a 6-year-old when he's 3. Like he's a massive.
He is?
Yeah, it's a boy because of the penis. And they like, but they said people are wondering if this is something that you should do. It's like, well, no, you could kind of get hurt. Like it's not
You
safe
think?
for your baby.
I mean, you think that taking testosterone
you
at a 2-year-old would not be good for you,
I don't know.
bro?
It's
Yeah,
probably
we're gonna
more in that
amplify-
syringe than there's in the kid.
I
He
mean,
just got into the gel,
still,
the cream and the clear.
I don't even. Maybe we need to get the job.
I've been watching The Boys. I literally feel like you're taking Compound V right now. You ever seen
I
that?
would do. I would.
Oh, you
do.
watched The Boys?
I'm watching it now.
Is it the first season?
I'm on season 2.
Hey,
I try to tell y'all about
it
the
is-
boys.
no,
I
I
like
watched the
Trick.
first season, but I've already seen it before you had told me about it. It took me a while. I haven't seen season 2, but it took me a while to like
digest.
adjust my thought process on superheroes. You know, like, you know what I mean? Because like you always think like, damn, this guy's gonna be like the good guy, and
No.
like, no,
No.
not the case. And like
No.
it took, and like it's gruesome.
It kind of reminds me, of the superhero version of Game of Thrones or something. Like nobody's
Be
safe.
safe.
Nobody's safe. It's dog eat dog. It's cutthroat. It's
Whoa,
gruesome.
Kim Mulkey.
crazy.
It's great.
Yeah, it's LSU
if
day.
you've never
She's
seen it,
recruiting.
you
Oh, she's recruiting.
She recruited.
She's recruiting.
But what it made me think of after I watched it, after I watched like the first 2 episodes, or first episode really, I was like, this is exactly how superheroes would be in real life. Like
100%.
if you could just rule
If
the
you knew
roost,
you could do whatever you
if
wanted to do.
Like somebody walks up on you, bye.
See, what
They'll
you
never
said?
believe it was
what
me.
you said.
Who's the girl in dodgeball that took the testosterone?
Oh, God damn you, Bernice!
Bernice, that had the hair on her face and like had the deep voice.
That was awesome. That's how they snuck in.
So that snuck in. So they got in there.
Let me find this steroid baby.
Steroid baby. Oh, you got one. You did your job. You put a not my fault in there today.
I did. It's a
did your
weird one
job.
too.
Of course it is. I wouldn't.
It's a weird one.
Yeah, y'all watch
Oh,
any of
breaking
the,
news! Breaking news! Elon Musk is terminating his deal to buy Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't mess with the bots. They like is that what that?
I feel
was
like
it?
it's so ingrained into what Twitter is, maybe that
Oh, I would like to get rid of the bots. That'd be nice.
that'd be awesome.
I need to be better. on
44
Twitter.
Did y'all watch
$1
any of the?
billion.
It's LSU Day on the SEC Network.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
know,
what a
so-
trash lineup it is.
I know.
I mean, if it's LSU, they play all the championships.
That's
You
what
have
I'm
to
saying.
play
Put
the
the,
game.
put,
No, you have
well,
to play
no,
the
they do it
games
everything
from
from the year before.
The year before.
But I
They
think
have to. That's a rule. Why?
That's just the way they've been doing it the past couple
well, because
years.
they do it every year, so they just.
Hey,
do
the
it
best
But I would
thing.
still watch every LSU.
I would still watch.
The best thing
yeah,
about
it-
I mean, I
COVID.
still watched it. I watched the gym meet and the Kentucky basketball game. And
Best thing about COVID was they kept playing all the championships.
over and over. We watched Washington beat
They
Clemson
played the
35
2009.
times.
They played the 2009 national championship game, right? Tom Hart actually had to call me and had to interview me, like me and Renata. Were you on it, Jay? Did Tom Hart call you? Jay Mitch was on it, and then you had the 2000. You had all of the football games. You had the Texas game. You had the Oklahoma game. You had the Clemson game.
God, that was a murder.
I'm like, damn, this is awesome. This was great. Great.
It was like every week it would pop up on ESPN, the championship game.
Yeah, no. You found it yet? No. Okay, over the steroid baby. I don't need the steroid baby.
I found it. Oh. What do you want to know about it?
I don't know. You told me you were gonna look it up.
I did. Was it normal? The 43-year-old mom told Insider.
Was it normal?
So that's just not the internet. This is the story I read on. It's on the physical newspaper.
That's
Noting
not a
that her
newspaper, it's
toddler
a magazine.
resembled a 4 or 5 year
I
old
don't know what
boy.
it is.
He'd have massive sustained erections, and his height and weight were off the charts. He weighed at 26 pounds at the age of 1 and put on 2 pounds every month between the ages of 12 and 18 months. It wasn't fat, all muscle. I would dip a baby in there.
That's great testosterone. The baby's not gonna. I mean, if you
Dude,
dip
this
it
baby's fucking thriving.
until he turns 6.
Until you stop.
Well, then you just cycle him
Until
off.
he
You
hits
give him
that
a little.
puberty and he's already done everything.
Yeah.
Stop. Lord.
He's gonna. I mean, you just give him a little estrogen, right? Cycle off.
Can't give it to
A
your
little PCT. Get his nipples back, and we're all good.
Jesus.
He's gonna dominate T-ball.
Let me tell you something. If T-ball is the highlight and the height of your life,
Well, I don't think he has. I don't think he has a
Tough.
choice.
you lived a tough one.
Tough one.
Aaron Judge of the T-ball league.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Who's to say you can't give it
Wait,
back?
I just saw this. You put another idea in the show.
I did. Little F45 shout out. Because I used the towel today. Workout was
I'll
fucking...
always use a towel.
You're a big sweater, I would imagine. You sweat a lot?
I do.
Yes, big sweater.
Sweating right now.
Sweat guy.
I'm sweating right now.
I bet you don't sweat a lot.
I sweat a ton.
He sweats a ton too.
Damn.
A ton.
Maybe I'm not working hard enough.
Like literally a ton. Like, wait,
My
if you
wife
don't
doesn't.
sweat in F45?
Oh, I'm sweating in there.
I was about to say, Lloyd, you're definitely not doing enough if you're not sweating in there.
Sweating. Well, I do the. I got to put the headband on because it gets my eyeballs.
That's good. You have a lot of hair. You should,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's a game we're not going to do today. But I wanted to pitch the idea to see if y'all thought it was a good idea.
I like that.
I feel like you're going to throw the flag on me a lot, throw the towel on me a lot.
No
But,
one does here.
but we have to use it, yeah. So the idea is you get a challenge. You get like a throw. It's called throw the towel, like throwing the towel. And if you want to stop an argument or start an argument or challenge maybe
I like
something
that.
that somebody
I
has
like
said,
that. I like that.
throw in the F45 towel.
I like that.
And we'll have a
like
discussion about it. Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
And especially I'm thinking.
And mid-conversation, you have to stop your thought. I like that.
Yeah. And
Okay.
if it start getting too far away.
And we already have a sponsor for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we could start doing it during Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
You start having like, oh, they.
And then you get off their wallet, maybe.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll talk about it.
Talk about it. Might throw the towel on that.
Yeah, throw a towel on that. Okay, we got 4 minutes. Let's go to the segments. The seggies. So you have the curtain call, and we have we're gonna do yours. Not My Fault, which is brought to you by who?
Doe's Eat Place.
Doe's Eat Place. Great restaurant.
Great place to
Never
go.
been there.
Tonight.
Should go there. If you've never been there for lunch, unbelievable burgers. There used to be on What's for Lunch a lot, but we're obviously not a lunchtime show anymore. But they have great steaks, great tamales, unbelievable. You probably heard my ad. I've said it. I have an ad that talks about tamales, talks about the bar area. I get made fun of a lot about the ad because it didn't say that I was not energetic enough. Maybe I need to
You
cut
do
it
get a
out.
little motive. You gotta, it feels like you're not confident in what you're saying, whatever you are, or that you want to get through it.
Yeah, you see that number.
But I think you need to.
Yeah, we'll work
Let's
on
sell it.
60
We'll work on it. But yeah, Doe's is great. Great food.
Unbelievable.
Great food.
All right, are
Check
we
it
ready
out.
for?
I want to see it. What's
Not My Fault?
The Not My Fault brought to you by Doe's Eat Place.
All right. I am a 26-year-old mother of a 2-year-old daughter and a 6-month-old son. My sister, Lindsay, has been keeping my children for the last 3 months as a means of extra income because she works from home. Lindsay has no children, but she has a 3-year-old Yorkie named Coco that she absolutely adores. So kind of loves her dog too much.
But she adored.
Adored, yeah.
Past tense,
Because it's
okay.
dead. A little over 2 weeks ago, I received a distraught call from her that my daughter, who is 2 years old, had let Coco, the Yorkie, out, and now she and her husband couldn't find her. They left work early. I had to go pick up my daughter. My husband came to help look for the Yorkie. Fast forward to the next day. Poor Coco had been flattened like a pancake and was dead.
Was that your own words?
Yeah, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but the dog got hit by a car. I immediately offered my condolences, and then I spent a few days together with her afterward. About 3 days ago, I get a call for Coco's funeral. She asked me to pay $1,500 for the dog's funeral, citing it's your fault because your kid did it. And she said, also, I think you should pay me an extra $3,300 for the life of Coco because, like they said, you killed the dog, so you should pay me the life of
What?
Coco plus the funeral
So
cost
she wants
of
her
Coco.
to pay. She wants her to pay $4,800 total for this dog.
Yep. Because her 2-year-old that she was watching, the
Not
mother
her
wasn't
fault.
there, right?
It's the girl's fault I lost the dog.
And she asked, "Would you like to pay in cash or check?"
That's how you end a sister. That's how you
That's
end
the
your
end of
relationship.
sisterhood.
Yeah. Not the daughter's fault.
Yeah, I'm
not
not
the
giving you
mom's fault.
$5,000 for
You've
your
been
dumbass
babysitting this daughter for a
dog,
long
right?
time. It's your fault for not taking care and not being
But she was saying it's your kid, and it's like, well, I'm letting you watch it.
She's
'cause
2 years old.
Right. And
I'm paying you to watch the kid. She's under your supervision now. It's your fault.
100% the same thing.
Yeah, same
what
thing.
ethnicity do you
You're not
think
getting
these
any money
people
from
are?
me. Why?
We're not going to get into that.
That's the whitest story I've ever heard. Pay me $3,500 for a dog.
dog
Getting into
funeral.
that, bro.
Well, and the dog's name is Coco. So
Coco. But I just thought that was unbelievable.
I seen some white hood poodles named Coco.
No, it's not that. I don't think anybody you know would ask you to pay for the dog after it got out.
I'm not getting, I ain't getting into that, man.
But I don't. They were citing the story that
They had a funeral.
her point was that your baby let it out, and she was like, "You're lucky my baby didn't get out and get hit by a car."
No doubt.
Yes.
If my baby gets out, are you gonna pay me money for that?
What do you think?
$1,500 or no?
Over under $3,300.
I mean, I gotta get more than that.
Obviously, I'm kidding.
But a $1,500 funeral for a dog is quite expensive. Don't you just kind of
You don't have a funeral.
flush it down the toilet or put it in a bag? We burned ours.
Man,
we cremated
in
him.
this show, he literally said flush it down.
You flush a dog down the toilet?
What?
No, we cremated him.
I know,
But you said flush it down
Yeah,
the
what
toilet.
did say
No,
Yorkie?
I think you bury the dog.
It's a York.
You
You bury it.
Put it in a porta potty.
Oh, dude, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Kobe,
Just
if Kobe
Russell
died,
Severs.
I'd be
Hey,
very
hey,
upset.
just
What if I
just
let
go ahead
Kobe
and
out?
brace for.
I'd be very mad at you.
I don't know
I think
what I
I
would
think
do.
you would be off the show.
I think I would pay for the funeral.
I wouldn't have a funeral, but I don't know. I'd be very mad.
I did great the first time I watched
He
him.
did great. He loves you,
Lots of treats. That's the secret.
That is the trick.
That's the trick.
dude. He has this thing now. He jumps in the bed, and now he like
I taught him this.
literally lays.
In the middle.
No, I wish. Now he lays on my pillow with his head next to my head with his hot ass breath in my face
that's
all night.
That's the problem.
I'm like, Kobe, dude, go over there or go sleep next to your mom. What are you doing?
Or
I'm
in
trying
your
to sleep.
bed,
I'm
Kobe.
hot. Or sleep on the ground
think-
or in the bed that we have that you don't even use anymore.
So what's your plan to take care of this?
He eventually gets hot and moves down on the ground, but like that's how he starts. And like now I have to. Then I get this part of the bed until he moves. That's why my wrist was sore because he took all my spots.
Does Kobe,
But
does
it's
Kobe
probably
let you
that
eat
part.
in peace?
Huh?
Does Kobe let you eat in peace?
Dude, Kobe doesn't eat unless we eat.
He will steal a sausage.
He will
off
not
the
go
plate.
eat his food. Like I'll put his food in there. He will not eat his food unless we're in the kitchen eating or like doing something. Unless he's like absolutely starving.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
I'm like bro,
But so
Eat
when
your
he's
food.
done eating, does he let you eat in peace?
no.
He's not.
He puts his head right here on your lap and he waits. And then I sit on the bar stool and I eat and like we're usually watching, so I'll sit like with it spread and I'll look and then when I'm looking, he'll lick the bar stool just in case some crumbs fell on the bar stool.
Dude,
Unbelievable, dude.
Dogs will do anything for human food.
This is Lucas.
Yep.
This is the plate, and this is Luca right here.
What kind of dog do you have?
German Shepherd.
Oh, me too.
Hey, look right here.
I love German Shepherds.
Yeah, they're
Get it.
nice.
Except they shed everywhere.
They do.
Can I go by?
Huh?
They gotta.
They shed so much.
He does.
We vacuum like twice a week. 'cause
Yeah,
of it.
he
You have to
does.
get a Roomba.
We do. Got one of them too. Handheld vacuum. You gotta have it all, baby.
Dude, I don't like the shedding would bother me. That's why I have a Bernedoodle. He doesn't shed. But
Hey, he's
Those
funny. We have a trick with him, dude. We'll tell him. We'll pull out treats. We'll make him sit. We'll make him lay down. We'll put treats on both of his paws and make him like look at you, and he'll be sitting there and just be like, please let me go.
And then you just walk out the door and he just sits
He
there all
won't. He
day.
won't eat it unless you tell him. Okay.
Right.
He'll just sit there and be like, and start drooling on us. As soon as you say okay, he might bite the paw off, like the paw's gone, and like see you.
dogs are great. Love dogs.
Love the dog.
You're not a dog guy.
I am.
Jalen Brown.
You're a dog guy. You're just not. What?
What we got?
He's on Instagram Live about to commit.
Oh,
I'm
look.
not
What is it?
responsible enough to be
You're
a
a dog
owner.
person, but you're not a dog owner.
Right, absolutely.
I get that. I used to be that way, and then my wife got a dog, and now
See, if I had one, I would know how to take care of it. I just don't want that. In
right.
my
No, you don't want the
life.
responsibility.
No, I don't.
I
I
get
don't
that.
want the,
Look,
the
there's a
least
lot.
amount of
It's a kid.
responsibility. Yeah. Well,
Let's
let's go.
LSU. Let's go. That's a big move. That's a big recruit. 5-star.
Recruit, 5-star.
Where's he
State.
from?
Miami.
Miami.
Well, yeah. You know, you don't want the Patrick Peterson from Pompano Beach that's 15 minutes away from
Yeah, you don't want that, huh?
Or Kevin Tolliver, who's from Miami. Hate to get those guys. Xavier Carter, who's from Miami. Hate those guys.
Well, Xavier Carter he was great on track, not great on the football field.
It's okay if he got
Took
it.
one
Remember when
knee.
Remember when he kneeled on the half-yard line?
Yes, it does happen once. You got lost. It's okay. Game was
Yeah, but what
game
is
was
it?
getting out of hand.
He couldn't really run many routes. He just was a
No, he's
takeoff.
just so-
He's a big
ass.
front line, straight line guy.
Yeah,
Very
Benny
good straight
Brazil. Benny Brazil actually played in the NFL
Benny
longer
was
than he
good,
did.
man.
Yeah.
Hey, shouts to Benny. Ben, one of the greatest dudes out there.
Yeah, Benny's
bro.
great.
Benny's awesome.
Still at around LSU doing track. Good
Yeah.
in track. Fast as shit, dude.
They don't make him much better than Benny.
No, Benny's
They're a
great.
great human.
I never met him. I'd like to.
Yeah, that's a big recruit.
5-star.
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 From where?
From Miami. Where actually? Where? Not actually Miami, right?
No, he's
Yes.
from Miami.
Like
From
Miami,
Miami.
not like not like a suburb of Miami.
What high school?
Like,
Yeah.
Something prep. I don't know what it's called.
Sam Spiegelman told us that they tried to sell Miami. And,
Gulliver Prep.
Oh yeah,
And
I've heard of it before.
Brian Kelly was selling the, what does he say? We graduate champions. And that apparently hit home.
Yeah, he values academics apparently.
This kid does.
Yeah.
Nice.
Brian Kelly doesn't like a
6'1",
recruiter.
170. He's a really fast guy.
Oh,
He's
have you seen
super
any of
speedy.
his tape? That's it.
What is he? 6'2"?
Oh, just straight line guy.
Straight. I
170.
think he ran like he has a
Yeah, but
track
like,
guy.
you don't know if he can probably run.
Oh no, I think he's gonna be. But his like every highlight is him going right by you.
Is that what it sounds like?
Is he tall?
6'1".
I mean, that's tall. Now that's tall. That's tall for a receiver. That's good enough.
He could just. He's
I mean,
a
look,
bird.
he
He
kinda,
can
I mean,
go.
he's like physically, he's built similar to Chris Olave. Physically.
Yeah, but he didn't have the wiggle that Olave's got.
Not yet.
Yeah, but not
Not
yet. I
yet.
mean,
I
he
think
probably.
you would know. by
Well,
now.
no, I mean maybe, but like think about this:
But
in
he
high
probably
school, if
hasn't
you're
had
that
to use it.
I mean,
fast.
look at when you saw Justin Jefferson at camp. You're like, okay.
Yeah, but Justin Jefferson also didn't have the straight line
No,
speed, so
right.
he had to. But like my point is, like in high school, when you're
Probably
that
didn't have to use
fast,
You don't have to. That's what I'm saying.
why would you run a route when you can just run by everybody?
Yeah.
If you have a quarterback that can throw the ball, like now he didn't ended up not panning out at LSU, but Tim Moulton, remember Tim Moulton from Destrehan? So he was a four-star
what?
receiver from Destrehan, and you had Jordan Jefferson as the quarterback, and Tim Moulton would just run down the middle of the field as fast as he can, and George Jefferson would just throw deep balls to him. So neither one of them like developed how to be like develop their skills because they could throw the ball 60 yards, 65 yards, and Tim Moulton could just outrun everybody.
Tim Moulton?
Timothy, maybe,
Yeah. Tim Moulton.
right? 4-star.
How do you spell Moulton?
Molton.
Yeah, I said Moulton.
Is it?
No, that's what I was doing.
No.
I just don't remember him. Where was I? Number 43?
Huh?
He only made it 1 year.
Yeah, he transferred. Didn't, but he's a 4-star.
He redshirted. He didn't even play.
Yeah,
Well, how did you know he was doing that?
because that was my recruiting class. When I came out of high school, I had to go against them in camps. All the time.
You're talking about they played together in high school.
Yeah. That's
okay.
what
I
I'm
was like,
saying.
There's no way I wouldn't have noticed this.
No,
like
that's
that.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. High school, like that's all they did was like he was faster than everybody.
Put him in the slot and let
So
him
if you
run
have a
seam.
quarterback that can throw the ball down the field, a
Okay.
guy like that's just gonna run by you.
You just
Like
blew
he's
my
a
mind just a little
5-star
bit.
for speed, but
Yeah.
I would assume that he's probably got more ability to do more as a receiver than just run. You know, but maybe not. I mean, Xavier Carter didn't.
He's probably better than Xavier Carter in football.
Yeah, football.
Yeah.
And Xavier Carter was a world champion on the
Oh my god.
track.
Didn't he wore the sunglasses, huh?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he looked like a badass
bad
on the
fucking animal.
on the track.
He knew he was gonna win every time he lined up.
Yeah.
You know who had 0 running form, but won all the indoor 60 meters? It's Trent Holiday. If you ever watch Trent Holiday run a meet, he literally just did
Let me tell you
this.
something,
Elbows
bro.
are out.
Let me tell you something, bro. You know, like when you see, I don't know, like a guy that throws 102 at sink and it just looks impressive every time he throws. Bro, there wasn't a time we would turn on film and you watch Trendon run and you'd be like, how is this this fast, bro? This don't make no damn sense.
And there's a little water bug, dude.
Bro,
He just goes
every
everywhere.
time it was the funniest. It was so fast.
And I'm
it's
willing to
impressive.
bet that he was very funny. Was he a funny person?
Hilarious.
That's just-
Hilarious.
The
could
little
just
short, fast guys are always funny.
Hey, hilarious.
Yeah. He almost got.
He
He
used
got,
to, everything he used to do, he used to wear a white beater everywhere.
he got in a fight with a class checker. I saw it. I was like, because he's so small, and he was slouching in his chair, and the class checker marked him absent. He had to run.
He looked like a little muscle, bro. Just a little walking around in a white
Next time the
beater.
class checker came into class, he stood up on his desk. He saw him, and he like went straight down to him. They went outside and got in a fight.
Hey, he was funny, bro. He was funny.
Have you seen his high school tape?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
impressive.
He's running between the tackles like a lot.
Impressive.
I don't think LSU really utilized him as well as they
Unbelievable.
could have.
We didn't utilize a lot of people at that time as well as we could have. We had too many toys in the cupboard. You didn't know which ones to deploy.
Yeah, they only won football.
All right, we got one more thing. Curtain call, which is brought to you by Lance Beal, law offices of Lance Beal. Not despite bets, because no bets.
No bets. That's
The
gotta
curtain
get
call,
down
and
loads real quick.
we only got one curtain call today. It's the team curtain call. Thanks to Lloyd.
Absolutely.
That's on
Run
me.
it.
That's on me. I didn't put one in there. It's okay. It happens. But I don't have. You have to put it on there because I can't see it. But you have the link, right?
Yes.
This thing is unbelievable.
What thing?
Have you seen it?
Oh,
It's curtain
yeah.
call.
I thought you were talking about something. I was like, wait, what thing?
I hope it doesn't crash the stream, but it might.
Is
Anyway, this is just the third stream. It's not a big deal. So this is the LIV Golf. They're on their way either from a tournament or to a tournament, but they have a private jet. And by private jet, I mean this
A
thing.
G6.
It's massive. They have all the players, all the caddies, and all the family on it. Fully open bar, music playing.
It's probably those remember the commercial with Jennifer Aniston, and she was promoting the bar and this huge like first class like style flight that goes over I guess to Dubai. I forget the name of the airlines.
It probably is Dubai Air, because when you see this thing, it is unbelievable. They're singing "We Are the Champions" on the flight. Everybody's pumping their fists, playing DJ's over in the corner playing cards. Brooks Koepka's on there with his wife, like sitting at the table. 4 guys are at the bar getting drinks. Like, it's unbelievable.
Damn, they're doing it. They are. They're not dancing.
I mean, it just seems like they're having some. That's fine. I made my bed. I'm relaying it. They're just playing. No, I agree. Like, I think that this thing is kind of blown up. Look at Daniel Snyder.
You're not telling me. I mean, look at the United States of America. Where do we get our oil?
Right. Yeah. I mean, but this. I mean, it just looks like it was a lot to do about nothing. It was just more protecting the sanctity of the PGA Tour, and so they pivoted into let's play the blame game. But the
PGA
boys-
Tour gets money from. We're not getting into this.
But it seems like the boys are having a time. They're retired, but get to still play golf.
Gosh, they get paid all this money.
If make or miss the cut, there is no cut.
There's no cut, and you're getting guaranteed money.
And
to
it's
play.
only
What you mean,
54
what
holes.
cut?
Exactly.
What cut?
What cut?
What
3
is that?
days, only 8 tournaments.
I didn't
a year?
play for free this weekend.
Sign me
I had
up.
to pay to play.
Sign me up. Great show. Great show. We got a little nice little carrot at the end.
News?
Live big 5-star come in. Love that. Love that he liked Brian Kelly's pitch. Everybody wants to talk about Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly knows what he's doing, boys. Let him just go.
A storm is coming. Storm is coming. A storm is coming.
Category 5.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Jack's never been kicked out of a game before. I can promise you that.
My friend though.
I can promise you that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's why I love that. And you know what? Our socials have been killing it. You've been doing a great job. Shout out to you.
Curtin called it Jack.
Curtin called it Jack. Hey, our YouTube has been
Curtin
Shout out
called
to
it Noah.
Curtin called it Noah. Speaking of,
He's probably in the gym right now with a
He dropped-
shirt that's 3 sizes too small.
Ah,
He's eaten 7 meals today.
He said,
It's tight one.
It's a medium. I know this is too small. That's all we had.
Yeah, we can get you
hey,
a
he's
shirt.
representing.
That's
we
right.
got we gotta get some more. I know. We're
Nobody
setting it
ever
up.
sees my shirts. I don't worry about it. I don't even wear one.
Speaking of YouTube, if you like the show,
Are you watching Stranger Things?
I don't watch Stranger Things.
I haven't watched it, but I know it's
It's
Oh,
good.
watch
It's
it.
been good. I know it's a little.
I'm watching
hokey.
Queen of the South right now.
Are you really?
What is
Yeah, it
that?
took me a while, but now it's finally getting
It's
like.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's finally getting
Where are
there.
you at?
Almost towards the end of the second season.
There's a season they do in New Orleans.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm at the point now where like she's starting to be a badass.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
she's
yeah,
taking over.
It's a pretty good show.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
How far are you in The Boys?
I'm
She's
in
the second season.
season 2, maybe episode 4, maybe.
I watched
Season 3, it turns up.
You're like the third person that's told me that.
The
Like, season 3
problem.
is
The problem with that
ridiculous.
is I can't. I have to watch that show by myself. Allie's not gonna want to watch it.
Mo loves it. It's a funny.
I'm sure. I mean, Allie may like it. She hadn't watched the first season, so
Yeah.
like I don't want to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
But she we started watching Queen of the South together, so
But
we
it
watched
sounds good.
that.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
What
You
did
sit up and watch it. We watched it all.
How? I'm at this spot now, what you're talking about, where there's certain shows that I want to watch that may not be.
You gotta watch it on your own.
Okay, but then when I watch it on my own, that's also a thing. It's like I thought we were watching that. It's like at some point I have to watch television.
Watch what?
Like at some point I have to watch a show.
Yeah.
Because if we watch
Well, yeah, but
one,
you don't have to watch them all together with your girlfriend.
Right. That's.
You always got to find the ones that she don't like.
But she likes kind of all of them. Like she likes the boys, but
That's
she
what they
doesn't want to
say.
dive into it. And I'm like, I'm ready to know what happens.
Yeah,
Well,
like
that
Allie,
usually means she doesn't really that like it.
Yeah.
Allie gets into the shows and she wants I'm the one that says, okay, I gotta turn this off. We gotta go to sleep. You know, I can't.
Yeah.
But like she's not gonna watch Billions. I enjoy Billions, so like I'll watch that. She's not gonna watch Barry on HBO. I'll watch Barry on HBO. Like there's certain things I know she's not gonna watch. Like I'll just watch. But certain things that I know she will watch, and if I watch them without her, trouble. That's okay. Netflix bringing people together, you know,
And tearing people apart.
and bringing never mind.
I got like this weird problem of like when I start a show too, whether I like it or not, I'm like, I gotta see more of this. And then if I really don't like it, sooner or later, I'm like, all right, this really ain't it.
Well, Allie's
12 episodes.
But if it's like, all right, I'm just like, I gotta see what happened.
right.
It
It can't be. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
Well, it feels like if you watched all of it, you didn't waste your time.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, I quit on episode 6 and it's all right, you're like, well, I just kind of wasted 6 hours. I can get. If
Might
I
as
can
well
get
see the end of it.
You know
Watch
what show you should watch is what's that documentary about the Latter-day Saints
Oh, yeah,
on
I heard that one's
Netflix?
good.
Like they said that's.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard that one's good.
That's next
There's
on my list.
What is the ladder? Is it a Mormon?
I forget the exact, but like that's kind of what's been popping off on our group
The
text.
Church of the Latter-day Saints.
They like to sulk. Or soak.
No,
I don't know what
it's
they're called.
It's so.
And
No,
apparently
that's-
they have somebody else.
and
That
they
you
jump
telling
on
me
the bed.
that?
Yeah.
you told me that.
Oh, you've seen it?
No,
I
the
haven't seen
soaking
it.
part
The
of
soaking,
what the
like
what
they
do.
like,
Oh,
they,
they
like,
just stick
it in
they
and
insert and they
hold
get
it
somebody
in.
to jump on the bed, so
So
they're
you have to
technically
bounce.
not doing it, but they're doing it.
That's how that kid at BYU
I
got
thought
kicked
that
off
was
the
a-
basketball team.
I ain't gonna
His
say it.
girlfriend got pregnant, right?
I ain't gonna say. I thought that was a Mormon thing.
That's Latter-day Saints are.
Okay, no, there you did. There it is.
Imagine being the bed guy. Like your job is the bed,
that's
and you
tough.
get tired and there's not done.
Well, then that's how you lord over him. You're like, all right, let me get in there. You jump on the bed, or else ain't nobody happy.
From experience, a
No,
little bit. Like,
I'm just always the thinking ahead.
Well, you know what? We had a great show today.
Wait, what?
You come jump on my bed?
I don't want to jump on your bed.
Oh.
I don't want you to jump on my bed.
Please
either.
don't jump.
I already jumped on your bed.
Please don't
Well,
come
by
here.
yourself.
Now I know why Kobe's in there.
Yeah.
Good God.
If you like the show, like our clips, want to be part of the show, and you want to have a chance to win our tickets that we're going to give away in the next month or so, month and a half, subscribe. Mic'd Up on YouTube. We're on all
You cut the
podcasts.
promo
Take it
over there?
home, Mikey. Take it home.
All podcast networks, Spotify and Apple. And I appreciate you.
Appreciate
Tune in.
us.
Appreciate you laughing with us, making fun of us, just being part of the whole show.
The whole
Couldn't
shit.
do it without you. Couldn't do it without our sponsors. We didn't give a lot of ads today. It's okay. It's Friday. It's kind of part of it.
I still would put him in, so it's all good.
Doing your job.
Working hard.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend. See you again on Monday.
Oh, Assured
6 to 8.
Partners.
Assured Partners. Mikie Harris. Boom. Lance Beal.
Boom. Mic'd Up. Boom.
Dos Equis.
Caesar Sports. Boom. Dos
Boom.
Equis. Sterling.
Doze. We gotta find that Doze. I think it's in the office.
And Doe's Eat Place.
Uh,
Dinner tonight
alright.
on me.
Huh?
Dinner tonight on me. If we all go to Doe's, I'll pay.
I can't go.
I knew it.
I got family
I wanted
dinner.
to take a chance there.
I got family dinner. Family dinner.
I'll go.
Had to be all. Had to be everybody.
It's not gonna be everybody. I can't do it. I'm just letting you
All
know.
right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday live, 6 to 8 p.m.
Didn't even sweat that.
Peace.
I love that. That was great.
You know Fridays are my days.
I know.